Start the show. Yeah! 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 Woo! What's up, guys? Fears. Audience fears. What's going on? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing great. I hope you're doing fantastic. I'm doing pretty good. Coffee first. In my no sleep mug. Nice. Well, it's been a pretty good Saturday. I'll be honest, a little rainy Saturday. It's been raining all day, but Fear stayed in and watched some Bond, some James Bond. So I watched a James Bond film. I also watched The Muppets Christmas Carol. I hadn't seen it in quite a while. I did some more editing. What else did I do? I took a nap. I had some lunch. Nothing, exciting. I just had I had a soup and a salad. So I heated up some chicken noodle soup, and then I had a salad. So not too bad. Not too bad. Today's thumbnail is a fall tree. It's a fall tree. I'm running out of things in the fall, to upload, because really the fall, is just pumpkins and, corn and harvest and fall leaves, but I'm determined to make, all the thumbnails. So, yeah. All right, well, today's topics are, we're going to review two films. We're going to be reviewing A View to Kill, good Bond film. I'm sorry. I accidentally wrote something wrong in the title. I also watched Octopussy last night. I'm sorry. So, we're going to be reviewing three films. Octopussy, A View to Kill, and The Muppet Christmas Carol. I apologize. Then, my friend Walter got me a very big unboxing. I mean, look at this. This thing is huge. And it's heavy. It's very heavy. So, Two Fears, 16745 Kagan's Crossings Boulevard, STE 102B PMB 40, Claremont, Florida 34714. I may just take some scissors and just cut this and use this to show it on camera and throw that other piece of paper away, or give the old piece of paper to the fans. So we're going to be doing an unboxing later. So there we are. And then we're going to do the top 5 fall movies. There's a lot of them. And then, what are the best Halloween costumes, What are some classic ones? So I'm going to list some classic ones. I'm going to list some good ones. I better open up the chat, and then I'm going to call Lantern, because you know Lantern's falling asleep. So, yeah. All right. A lot of them. And then, there we are. Yo, Tina, what's going on? Plus, I need Lantern to drop that link. Thank you for the like. I appreciate that. All right, so let me just wake Lantern up. How's everybody's Saturday doing? Pretty good. I mean, my Saturday has been pretty awesome. Again, it's been rainy a lot. Tina, I don't know. I kind of know where you and Dave live, but over there, was it raining? Because, man, it was raining almost all day here. So it's pretty nuts. So, yeah. Yep. So, anyway, let me just let everybody know that I'm live. Yo, I am live, so I hope to see you guys there. Let me, Lantern can drop that linkage. Lantern? Yo!
What's up?
I'm live, y'all.
Okay.
So, Lantern, I hope to see you in the chat. Can you drop the link to everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, so go into all the different Discords and get everybody here, all right? I got a big live tonight.
Okay.
All right, buddy. Hey, Lantern, damn.
Damn.
Pew.
Pew.
Now, Lantern, you sent me another fart. You did.
Yes.
You sent me another fart on Facebook, so I had to get you back, buddy. I recorded another fart, and it was loud.
Yeah.
But I was laughing. I was like, ha 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 ha. Yeah. Hey, Lantern. Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas. All right, Lantern. I'll see you in the I'll see you in the chat very soon. All right.
Alright.
But let everybody know that I'm live.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you later, y'all.
No, Chuck.
Shonk. Well, thanks a lot, Lantern. I appreciate that. All right, Lantern's a great friend. Okay, let's see. What should I do? What should I do for a goal today? Tina, how's your Saturday been? Let's see, what type of goal? You know what? I'm gonna stick with the last one I did. If I get at least one one big donation, I'll do like a 5 to 4 hour live, So let me just start that go up. So at least one big one. So I'm just gonna do. Should I do 5 super chats or 1 super? You know what? Here, I'll do 1 super chat, and I'll set it for between $20 and $50. Anywhere in there, and I'll do like a big 4 or 5 hour one, and then I'll set the timer at like I'll do 2 hours, and then it says share how you'll celebrate big 5 hour live. If I get it. All right, start the goal. I got something in my teeth. I'm sorry. Anyway, doing good. My teeth are hurting me. Well, now I've got something in my teeth. I may have to dip off camera and get some floss. I got something in my tooth, and it's driving me nuts. And so anyway, I'll be right back. Let me get this out of my tooth, or in between my teeth. I had some celery, so that's probably what it is. I need to use the restroom anyway, so I'll be right back. It's a piece of celery or something stuck just right in here. So let me get that out. I'll be right back. Just go ahead and study my coffee in my no sleep. I'll be right back. Don't let anyone go anywhere because I got a big live. I got a big unboxing to do. My friend Walter White sent me a box. For all the haters, I will show his name. So I don't want anyone bitching and moaning and complaining like, oh, he mailed something to himself. No, I did not. Walter sent me something. So I'm just going to use the restroom and get this out of my teeth, whatever it is. I need to use some floss, and I'll be right back. So give me 2 seconds. Let's check it out. Yo, what's up, Visions? I'll be right back. I just have to use the restroom, and there is something. I had some celery. There is some celery stuck in between my teeth, and I cannot get it out. But anyway, I'll be back. But good to see you, buddy. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Check out your awesome mug. Hell yeah. All right, I'll be back. Well, sorry about that. My bad. I had something stuck in my teeth. I had some, like, celery or some shit. Oh, man. All right, I'm back. It was stuck, man. It was, like, right in there. I flossed, and then I brushed my teeth, and then I went to the bathroom, so I apologize. It was right up here. It was driving me nuts. I had a piece of celery, like, real long. Anyway, shout out to the chat. What's going on? Let's get the show back on track. All right, here we go. So let me start from the top. Let's see here. I left off with Vision saying, all right now. What's up, Vision? Good to see you. What's up, Dave? He says, yo, back in 2 and 2. Mimi Fears mailed it to Walter first. That's not true, Bukaki. That's not true. And I will prove it because I know because one time I did mail something to myself and the trolls give me crap. I will read you the message that Walter gave me. So that's not true. He says, so Walter, I hope you don't mind. Let me scroll back. Let's see here. Walter yesterday at 9:26, he says, did you get my package? Did you get my package? Do you see it? So that's Walter. Did you get my package? There it is. And then I said, hell yeah. He was telling me about his date with his lady. And I said, hell yeah. He said his lady beat his ass twice in bowling. And I said, hell yeah. I said, sometimes you got to let the lady win sometimes. I said, yeah, man. I said, I'm sorry. I forgot to check it today. But don't worry, tomorrow I'll go and check the P.O. box. And I'll grab it, buddy. Don't worry. And then he says, I didn't let her win. She legit beat my ass. And I was like, oh, damn. So, Walter, I hope you don't mind me saying that. And then he said, we're downtown. I said, cool, man. I said, have a good, time on your date. And he says, I put some really cool things in there, which I cannot wait to open. I said, sweet, I cannot wait. And thanks in advance, dude. He goes, I expect an unboxing soon, my friend. Well, it's happening today. He goes, I put some thought into it. And I said, not a problem. I said, thanks in advance. I said, oh, it's happening tomorrow. I promise. And then today at 5 o'clock, I said, hey, buddy, I got the package. I appreciate it. I'm going to unbox it tonight, my friend, on my live. So there it is. So that debunks that. So, yeah. Anyway. So that is 100% the truth. I'll be honest. It does get frustrating no one believing me. But until you guys do believe me, I got to show evidence until you guys get some trust, which I understand. Because I did lie a lot, back in the day. But I'm trying to be better. I really am. So, anyway. Let's continue on. Where'd I leave off? Mr. Lantern says, well, howdy, Dave. And Bukaki says, hello, Tina. Hello, Mr. Lantern and Dave. Vision says, hey, Tina. All right now, Lantern. What's going on, Lantern? Howdy, Lantern. I timed everyone out in Museum's Discord, including Museum all. Well, oh, Lantern, hang on. That's not surprising, Lantern. Lantern, when is this going to stop? When is this feud between you? Well, I could say the same thing about me and Larry, So I understand, Lantern. When you're mad at someone, the feud can go on for a while. I'm not really mad at Larry anymore. It's just, I'm not mad. It just gets frustrating. By the way, they're going to fix my light in a day or two because they close early. The maintenance guys on Saturday, they don't work on Sunday. Everyone deserves a day off. And they said, do you care if we come Monday or Tuesday? I'm like, just fix my light. So they're coming Monday or Tuesday. So I put on a movie, so I had some light. So I just turned off the sound, so I have some light, because the light is on, it's just very dim. Normally, when you turn that light on, it illuminates the whole room. So I was like, well, I can't do my fucking live in the dark, for Christ's sake. So yeah. Anyway, Lantern, I hope you a Museum. I think Museum's just kidding around, Lantern, with him timing you out, because Museum, loves you. He provides all the belly buttons, Or, well, most of them. Anyway. I don't know. Let's see. Damn, Lantern. Time me out in Museum's Discord. Oh, shit. I can't post anything. Damn. Lantern, don't be timing out Bukaki. He's our buddy. He's our pal. Damn. Wow. Mr. Lantern says, hell yeah, let's go bowling. Did a live stream from DB Comics. Oh, nice. There you go. I wish you would have called me, Dave. But you know what? I stayed inside today because, Dave, I don't know. I know where you guys live, but was it raining on that side of Orlando? It was pouring down out there. It's still drizzling out there, but it's not pouring down. But it pretty much poured down all day. And I said, oh, fuck it. Because I was going to go see Toxic Avenger Day. So my plans have changed. So tomorrow is going to be church, Barnes & Noble. I may hit up Atomic Horror. Because I did it, yeah, I did it last weekend. So I may skip it this weekend. So tomorrow, church, and then Barnes & Noble. Get some gems. And then off to see Toxic Avenger. I don't know. Bukaki Visions, do you think, will it live up? Will it live up to the original? Probably not. But you guys said you guys enjoyed it. Because my friends Bukaki and Visions, they've seen it. Yakov said he's seen it. He told me, I heard him talking about it on Lanterns Live last night. But you know what, Bukaki? I really enjoyed Superman. I cannot wait till they put that on Blu-ray or 4K. I don't care. I'll get either one of them. Because, one, besides Fears Man, Superman is my favorite, hero of, all time. And I bet you there's going to be shitloads of bonus features. Sometimes I just get the Blu-rays just for the bonus features because I love how certain people make certain movies, you know? So, I like that part of Hollywood. I think some of Hollywood is corrupt, you know, they don't even care about the fans, and they're just like, oh yeah, we'll make this and we'll get shitloads of money. And I'm like, you people are fucking idiots. Can't you do both? Can't you make money and make a profit and think about the fans? You know? I don't know. Like, if I was ever a director, I'd be like, all right, I'm going to pick some really cool projects. And you know what? I'm actually going to add that topic tonight. Like, what projects would Fears make if I was like a big Hollywood actor or a big Hollywood director? It'll probably never happen, but I would pick, half funny things and half, science fiction and horror related. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Anyway. We'll get to that in a minute. All right. So, Dave, did you and James have a good time? I had a pretty good day. Let's see, what did I do? I had a nap. I watched another James Bond film. I watched, what was the one I watched? Last night I watched Octopussy, which was pretty good. A lot of hot babes in Octopussy. And then tonight was A View to Kill. Oh, yeah. That was the last Roger Moore one he ever did. And Roger Moore did 7. So Sean Connery did 5. Roger Moore did 7 James Bond films. Pierce Brosnan did 4. And Daniel Craig did 5. He did 5 of them. So, yeah. The name's Bond. James Bond. Ring any bells? That's right. All right. Let's see here. If it gets any hotter, I need to turn on my fan, but I'm cool for right now. Let's see here. I did not mail myself anything. Thank you very much. Bye, you're gone. That's how we take care of idiots like that. Let's see here. Let's see, Mr. Lantern. Well, beat Fears, John. That's right, Lantern. Oh, Lord. Let's see. Oh, I was going to read what Visions wrote, but he retracted it. Let's see here. Had a couple of great interviews. Oh, good. Good. You know, Visions, you don't have to retract it. I'll eventually get to it, you know. So, yeah. Well, let's start with that. Let's see. I added a topic. Let's see. What type of projects would Fears do? All right, here. Let me, where's my pen? I got my, where'd I put my pen? Oh, I left it over there. Give me 1 second. No, I did not block him. I timed him out, Bukaki, because I didn't mail myself shit. So don't even go there. Give me 1 second. All right. Lantern deleted my message. No, he didn't. he didn't. No, he didn't. I love that goth humor, Visions. Hell yeah, buddy. All right, so let's see here. I think I'll take out Halloween costumes and I'll save that topic for tomorrow. And I'm going to re-add, what type of projects would Fears do? So, movie projects that I would do. Because it's not all about making money. Yes, people have to make money, you know, because they have to live. But if I was a big Hollywood guy, I'd be like, it's got to be half and half. Or at least for me, it's got to be half and half. You got to take care of the fans, and you got to make a profit. You know what I'm saying? So, that's right, Dave. He's playing peekaboo. He does it every once in a while. So, like I said, Chicken Wizard brought this up a couple days ago. He was like, Fears, like, when I was talking about James Bond, I would do my own version of James Bond. I wouldn't call it James Bond. I don't even know what I would call it, but it would be James Bond related, because I fucking love James Bond. You know, one word, like Madonna, I'd be like, yeah, the name's Fears. And then the other person would be like, got a first name? Just Fears. That's enough, you know. It would be half James Bond, half whatever I would add in, my own type of humor, and then half Austin Powers, and mold all three of those together. So I'm just going to write down for number one, a James Bond-related project. And then I would love to be in a James Bond movie. So I would definitely be in a Bond film if I got the chance. So James Bond film. I would love to be in. That's what I'm gonna do, Dave. I'm gonna do that one tomorrow. I switched it since we were talking about movies. I was like, I'm like, this topic will be a lot cooler. I said I'll save all the Halloween stuff for tomorrow. I would want to be in some superhero movie, whether it be any superhero movie or Superman, just a superhero movie. So I would love to be in a Superman movie. Whether, I don't care what it is, the villain, Superman, Perry White, whatever. I wouldn't care what role it would be. Just be like, get me in that motherfucker, you know? Superman. I definitely would make a Fears Man project. I definitely would want to be in some type of Halloween movie. You know, either me taking down Michael Myers. Unfortunately, I'm too short to play Michael Myers. Pixel is perfect for Michael Myers. He's tall. He's like 6'5". Pixel would make a great Michael Myers. Fears is rocking at 5'6". God, you motherfucker! He did not give me. Well, no, I'm just joking. I just wish God would have gave me more height. I'm not asking for much, but there it is. Anyway, so some type of Halloween project. Halloween Michael Myers project. I would want to be in some type of commercial, like the BK Lounge, you know? I would love to be in a BK Lounge commercial, so that'd be cool. Like the fucking ambassador or something. So, yeah. I'll be right back. I need to use the restroom again. I'm telling you, the fucking Crohn's today has been out of control, so my bad. I'll be right back. Yo, what's up, Joey? 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Plus, I need to turn on my fan because it's getting a little hot in here. So I'll be back. I'm sorry about the interruptions. Don't anyone go anywhere. I'll be right back. I will be back, as Lantern would say, in 2 and 2. But the Crohn's has been going nuts today. This is my 7th trip to the bathroom today. So I don't know what the hell's going on. So 2 minutes. I'll be right back. I know, Lantern. He says, damn, boy. I'll be right back. right, sorry about that. Hopefully that is the last interruption. My bad, you guys. Man, that Crohn's be a rockin'. Oh, my Lord. All right. Sorry about that. Damn. All right. Oh, shit, I forgot to unblock Liz. Liz, I promise, I'll unblock you tonight before I go to bed, because I just saw Visions say something to Liz. I apologize. Me and Liz recently buried the hatchet. So, yeah. You know what? Fuck it. I'll just unblock her right now. You know? Because then I can see her. Hang on. Let me catch up with the chat here. Yo, what's up, Joey? Good to see you. Joey says, Big Dave. Lovely Tina. That's right, y'all. What's up, Joey? I hope you and your ladies having a good weekend. My weekend's pretty good so far. Vision says that one confused me too, Liz. I don't know what they're talking about, but I'll find out soon after I unblock her. Let's see. Mr. Lantern holding down the fort. All right, let me unblock her real quick. Because I'm a man of my word. N4 sent me her link, so just give me 1 second. 2 minutes. Sorry about all the interruptions. I'm telling you, that Crohn's is a son of a bitch today. Oh, my Lord. When you gotta go, you gotta go. All right, give me 1 second. All right, Liz, I'm unblocking you right now. So, I'm a man of my word. Me and Liz got into a little tiff. I'll be honest, Liz, I don't even remember what the tiff was about. And I called her a bitch. So, I apologized to Liz. It just took me a while to apologize. I'm not good with apologies. If I do it right away, it doesn't mean much. I have to kind of cool off and, wait a couple of weeks and then I apologize. So, yeah. All right, so let's see. You're unblocked on my Fears Vlogs account. All right, so let me just switch on over and unblock you on the main account. Let's see here. Yeah, let's see here. Okay. Give me 1 second. The internet is kind of crap right now because it's still drizzling outside. So I hope the internet stays good. All right, so so there it is, and then let me just unblock you on the main one. Okay, there it is. All right, now this is the pain in the ass. I wish YouTube would do it like this, where you could just go to people's channels and hit unblock. But now I got to go into my Google account and find her name, which I believe it's under Elizabeth Richard. And then I have to unblock her on both my Google account for Fears Vlogs and my Google account for FearsMan26, which is a bitch. Because you have to look through all the fucking... And I blocked a lot of people, so this is going to take me a second. So, yeah. I think you said you'd unblock Twin as well. I will. Because you wanted him to come play on your show. I do. I do still, Visions. I do. I gotta be quick with Visions. He's retracting a lot of stuff. No, I will, buddy. I need to get Lantern. Send me your twins' information, and I'll do it off camera. All right. Now that I unblocked her on both my channels, now I just gotta go to my Google account. So give me 1 second, Liz. This is gonna take a minute. I just gotta find it. So actually, unblocking is easy. You can do, you just go to their channel, unblock. It's just going through your Google account, and then you have to go to like people and sharing, and then you have to scroll down. And it says block accounts, and you have to find the person's name. On Fears Vlogs, so far I've got 250 people blocked. So it's gonna take me a minute to look through all these, but I'll find her name, and then I just switch over to the main account and unblock her there. So let me just go through these. Give me 1 second here. Hopefully it's Elizabeth Richard in this. Okay, so... Oh, hang on. Is that it? I think that's it. But let me make sure. Okay. Oh, no. That was a troll pretending to be Liz. Okay, so let me keep looking. Okay, so there. Okay. No, there it is. Okay, so, bam. I was skimming. All right, so now I got to click over to the main account. And then I got to click back onto my Fears Vlogs account while I'm doing my live. And then go to block. Okay. So here's the main one. So give me a second, Liz. I'm looking through the names. The main account, I don't have as many people blocked. And I'll get back to the chat in a minute. I'll get back to the chat in just a second. So, okay, where is it? So I got her on my vlog. I mean, this is my vlog account now. I did the main one first by accident. So, where is it? Oh, I think this is it. Okay. Elizabeth Richard. I think that's it, but let me just double check. Let me go through all the names. Let me make sure that's the only Elizabeth Richard. I think that's it. All right, now let me just switch back to Fears Vlogs. Okay, let me close this, and bada bing, bada boom. And then let me refresh the page, and then I'll have Liz say something. Liz, I think I got it. So let me refresh the page and just say something. To Fears Vlogs. Okay. Okay, so. Oh, there she is. There's Liz. Yep. There it is. Yep, I see you. Let's see. Liz says, so welcome back, Liz. Liz says, hi, Tina. Welcome back, Fierce Boy. I think you said you're on Block Twin as well. Yep. I see it now. Appreciate it, John. No worries. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry for calling you a bitch. And I'll be honest, Liz, I don't even remember what we got into an argument about. Do you remember? Because classic Fears memory, I don't remember what we got into a little tiff about. But I'm glad you're back. So she says, appreciate it, John. It is Lantern. Her last name is Richard. Elizabeth Richard. Yep, I'm Google blocked. That's why. Yep, I got you. It took me a minute to look through all the names, but I got it. It started storming here around 4. Just calmed down about 30. Yeah, well, Liz, it's kind of the same. It started, let's see, when did it start raining? I don't know exactly when, but it was sometime after lunch, Liz, because I had lunch at around 1, so it probably started raining 1:30ish, and I took a nap, and so it rained from like 1:30, and by the time I woke up from my nap, because I slept for about 3 or 4 hours because I was tired. Plus, I couldn't do anything anyway because it was all rainy all day, and I was like, oh, fuck this. I'm like, I'm not going outside when it's all rainy and shit. I think it stopped raining, like, I don't know, around 7:30, and then I made myself some dinner. I watched that recent Bond movie, and then I was like, all right, I'll go live around 9 or 9:30, and here we are. So I just kind of chilled. And before I took a nap, I went to the post office and got Walter's package, which, by the way, I probably should message him and let him know that I'm live, because he said he wanted to see me unbox it, which I will here in a couple minutes after we, let's see here. I love voice to text. Yo, Walter, what's up, dude? I'm live right now. I hope you can make it. I'm about to unbox your unboxing. Thanks way in advance, buddy. I love it. See, Fears is getting with technology. Oh, shit, I forgot to turn it off. See what I mean? It says all that shit, and then I just post it. Instead of, like, you know, being like fucking stone tablets, like typing all that shit, I can just voice it. So my friend Sean at work has helped me, like, catch up with all this technology shit. So, hell yeah. Fears back in the Stone Age day. I'm using Meta. Who would have thought? The old Fears would have never used Meta, but there it is. Liz says something. What's up, Liz? What's up, Lantern? Liz says, well, howdy, y'all. Howdy. Welcome back, biatch. Oh, shit, Visions. Goddamn. There he is. There's Walter. He says, yo, you just made it, Walter. You just made it. Well, I just wanted to make sure, because I know you work a lot. By the way, buddy, I'm not going to tell. Some troll thought that I mailed that, so I've read some of your messages saying, hey, Fears, I hope you got my package. And I didn't say where you and your lady went, but, man, thanks a lot for those pictures. You said you guys were downtown. Wherever you guys went with the pinball thing, that looked fucking rad, man. You let your lady beat your ass twice? Oh, no. That's not acceptable, buddy. You should have got in there, been like, hey, I got the bowling ball. Well, now they know what you did, but anyway. You can't let them win. No, I'm just joking. You gotta let the babe win sometimes. Anyway, well, yeah. Damn, Vision's calling Liz a biatch. Shame. Come on, Visions. Shame. I'm just joking. I'm actually having a great day. I'm having a good one. I'm slowly getting back to happy-go-lucky Fears that we all love and know. I got jumbled into Larry and Yak about a month ago over some goofy... That's what it was. Yep. I was on a rage. Well, not really a rage. I was on a... what's the best word? I was on a fucking warpath between Yak and Larry. Yak's kind of cooled off. He actually said 2 nice prayers the other night, and the other night I went on Lantern's channel to thank him, and I pretty much stayed away all day. I found it so funny, though, even when I'm not there, Liz, like when I swear, I was sitting right here, I had my headphones on, I typed in the chat a couple of times, like, hey, what's up, how you doing, hey, Lantern, Bung, Chung, whatever, but for the most part, I just had my headphones on, and I was editing the newest Sega vlog, which is coming out hopefully tomorrow or Monday. I'm putting on the final touches on it. And so even when I'm not there, Larry was in there bitching and moaning and complaining like a little schoolgirl. Like, Lantern, I've made some new lies to the lie list. He was so proud of it. And I'm like, motherfucker, there is no lies on that lie list. Fuck you. He thinks, like I said, all the stuff in the true stream that I did, that everything I said in that true stream was 100% the truth. Because I'm sick and tired of people not believing me. And I'm like, I swear on my father's grave, everything in that was the truth. And you guys know how much I love my dad. So you can't win with this motherfucker. But at 52 years old, he's acting like a 5-year-old. Like, oh, wait, did Fierce say a lie? Oh, I got to add it to the lie list. Oh. I'm like, who fucking cares, you know? But I haven't figured Larry out. Larry's a funny motherfucker. I half love him and I half hate him. You know? I don't know. I just don't know. Like, I would never do a roast stream. I think they're a waste of time. And I would never take time out, like Quentin back in the day. Now, I'll give Quentin this. I haven't heard from Quentin in a long time, so I'm not going to make fun of him anymore. Maybe he gave up. But he used to sit there for hours. Another lie to the lie list. Another lie. You know, so now Larry's taking over that bullshit. I'm like, do we really need a lie list, Larry? Do we? No, we don't. I'm like, motherfucker, put the book away. Put the pen away. Just take your meds, Larry. Smoke those cigarettes. You'll be all right. But he won't. He won't cool off. He's funny, though. He's a funny guy. Vision says, yeah, just being cheeky like someone who is half British. This is true, Visions. I am cheeky sometimes. I try to behave myself for the most part, but I love it when Sega calls me a cheeky bastard. He said it a couple of times. Like, I was like, kind of like, not trolling him, but I was like, kind of just teasing him. All guys tease their friends. And we're in the car, and I can't remember what I said to him. And Sega just looks over and he's like, you cheeky bastard. And I started fucking losing it. I was like, oh, am I? Am I a cheeky bastard? I'm like, all right, okay. I thought it was funny. I thought it was great. So this is true, Visions. You're a cheeky little bastard. I'm a cheeky little bastard. I think everybody is. But trolls, they're half funny and they're half annoying, Like Larry is funny sometimes. When he's screaming, into the camera, like, Mama Tate! And all that shit's hilarious. And I'm dying of laughter. But then, like, he takes this stuff so seriously, like, I have to study Fierce's every move. Fears, you goddamn motherfucker. I've got my pen ready. I'm ready to go. Oh, wait, I missed a lie. Like, who the fuck cares, Larry? You know? Like, he's on it, you know? Like, oh my God. Oh, I missed a lie. Oh God, the pressure. The pressure. I gotta, like, update my lie list, you know? I'm just like, do you? Do you really have to update it? It's hilarious. I love it. I could do a whole comedy sketch on Larry. You know, I could. Like, motherfuckers making fun of me, like, oh yeah, Fear snuck in some poison, and like, he's gonna kill that giraffe. Motherfucker, you're probably at the zoo every weekend fucking the animals, you know? You know? Like, women's not enough! Oh, I know. Yeah, bring on those lines, man. I want to fuck some lines. That's what Larry's doing. You know, he's smoking his cigarettes. No. Fuck that skinny bitch line. Bring on that fat line. Yeah, more cushion for the pushing. Oh yeah. That's what I want. You know? See, Larry, I can do it too, Larry. I can make up rumors and make everybody laugh and shit, you know? That one made me laugh. I'm like, what am I, James Bond? Like sneaking in some vials of poison, you know, to fucking poison a giraffe? No, you're a fucking idiot. I just wanted to act like a normal human being, and I thought, oh, it'll be cool for the vlog to actually feed a giraffe, because I've never fed a giraffe to anything. Thought it'd be cool for the vlog. Anyway. It's Saturday night. Oh yeah, cheers, Liz, and welcome back. Welcome back. Cheeky Monkey is a cute nickname. This is true. Beats Battlestar Galactica. I don't know, Visions. Have you actually gave Battlestar Galactica a test run? It's pretty good. Now I'll admit, it's not as good as Star Trek. It's not as good as Star Wars. But Battlestar Galactica is actually pretty good. I got it over there. It's pretty good. Again, it's not as good as, you know, Star Trek and Star Wars. I would watch that any day over that. Anyway, Walking Backwards is a good native name. Oh yeah, Dave has still got to give me my Indian name. Stops joking, teasing with you start walking backwards. Yeah. Just don't walk backwards naked through a cornfield. Yeah, that would be bad. Thank God that's never happened. That would hurt a lot. All right, let's get back to this. But yeah, Larry's a funny guy. I could do a whole comedy act on him, you know? Yeah. He's going to probably die before me anyway. He smokes, what, 6, 7, 8 packs of cigarettes a day? So there it is. Anyway, let's see. What type of projects would Fears do? Well, so far we've got some type of James Bond-related project. I mean, he's one of the most iconic characters ever. I'd be in a Bond film. Some type of Superman project. And I'll be honest, I wouldn't even want to be Superman because I'm not tall enough. Just anything. I could play Jimmy. I could play Perry White. I could play Lex Luthor. Whatever, just as long as I'm in a Superman movie. Of course, I would do a Fears Man movie. Something Halloween related. A Halloween project. Halloween Michael Myers. Love to be in a BK Lounge commercial. Love to be in Star Wars. I don't care. I'm not that picky. They'd be like, hey, Fears, you want to be in Star Wars? I'm like, yeah. I don't like, well, what do you want to play? I don't care. Put me in one of those, you know, stormtrooper outfits. Let me run across the screen. Nobody needs to know that but me. I'd be fucking content with that. You know what I'm saying? So, Star Wars related project. Of course, I'd want to be in Star Trek. Whether it's a movie or, hey, we just made a new TV show. You want to be in it? Yeah. I wouldn't care. Let me play a fucking Borg, man. A Borg is like the best villain that Starfleet and Star Trek has, you know? You know, just to be in the background and play a Borg, that'd be good enough for me. I wouldn't care, you know? So, Star Trek. Let's see, what else? That's a pretty good list so far. What else? Oh, Coronation Street. It's like British version of like the Days of Our Lives, just to say that I was on that, you know, because my British grandma would never fucking miss Coronation Street. So The Days of Our Lives is like one of the oldest soap operas in American history. Coronation Street is their version of The Days of Our Lives, you know? So just to be on Coronation Street, you know, like, oh, I love you, Linda. Yeah, but what about if Richard finds out? Fuck Richard. I had a baby with you, Linda. Richard never needs to find out. You know, all this bullshit. So Coronation Street would be fucking great. What else? Let's see. What else? Oh, I don't care what horror movie. Just a horror movie. I gotta be killed on camera. I don't even want my character to live. Well, two things. I either want to battle the villain in the horror movie and win, or get killed by the villain. Like, have Victor Crowley, like, snap off my fucking jaw, or, like, have Snake Plissken, like, shoot out my fucking eyeball. I don't care. I just need to either kill the villain on camera or die on camera. Hell yeah. So a horror movie. I don't care what it is. Just to say I did it, you know. Let's see. I'll be in and out, so if I don't catch the unboxing, I'll watch it later. Well, I want you to, buddy. I mean, I know you got to work. It sucks that you have to work on Saturdays. That's why whenever I started working at FedEx, they're like, oh, do you have any particulars? I'm like, yes. Monday through Friday, let me enjoy my weekend. And they're like, do you have to have Saturday and Sunday off? I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I said I would like it. Because whenever I worked at Walmart and whenever I did the security thing, oh man, my days off were all over the fucking place. Like, they give me a random Tuesday off and then a Friday off, and I'm like, oh, this fucking sucks, you know. So when they actually said, hey, what days off do you want, I was like, oh, I better say Saturday and Sunday right away. So yeah. Where's Fears? Blown up, sir. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Dave. Like a bad Bond villain, actually blows me up. Like he puts a bomb on Fears and then blows, like, you know, does the detonator. I just want to be killed on camera just to say, hey, I got killed. Because that's always the fun of a horror movie, Dave. Like, one of the best kills, Visions, back me up here, because Visions likes Jason Voorhees as much as I do. That little, what's her name? It's one of the best, Vera. She's like a spicy Italian fucking bitch in the third one. She makes fun of Shelley. But she gets her just dessert. She's like, oh, hey, I dropped your wallet. I'm sorry, I got it. And I'm like, this bitch is so dumb. And I'm sorry to all my female friends out there and my fans. She can't determine Shelley's fat. Jason is skinny and tall. I'm like, motherfucker, you can't see the difference? And she thinks it's Shelley because Shelley was wearing the mask, in the other fucking movie. I dropped your wallet. Oh, I'm sorry, I got it. And she's like, who are you? What are you doing? She gets a motherfucking harpoon right through her fucking eyeball, into her brain, and then she falls into the lake. I'm like, serves you right. So there it is. So she was asking for it, you know? That's a great death. I don't know if it's the best death in the Jason Voorhees history Visions, but it's one of them. One of my favorites is when that girl's like, oh, it's such a nice night for swimming, and she like jumps in the lake all naked, and then, oh no, sorry, that's another one, excuse me. She gets naked and she's in the blue sleeping bag in the yellow tent. She's like, all right, you big bear, come and get me. And she thinks it's her husband or whatever, and Jason comes flying in, cuts the tent with the fucking machete, takes the fucking sleeping bag and goes, see you later, bitch, and like hits her against the stump of a tree, and her eyeballs and her nose are all fucked up. One hit with a sleeping bag to the tree, boom, instant death. That's a good death. That's a really good death. So there you are. Those two are two of my faves. Those are two of my faves. There we go. All right, let's see what's next. What other projects would I want to do? James Bond related, or be in a James Bond film. Superman, Fears Man, Halloween movie related, Michael Myers, BK Lounge commercial, Star Wars, Star Trek, Coronation Street, horror movie. What else? What else? What else would be cool? Any sci-fi film, because I fucking love sci-fi. So, sci-fi film. What else? It'd be, well, because it's so classic, and I had to study classic films in film school. You guys know I love The Wizard of Oz. I've loved it ever since I was like 5. To be a character on film, whether they remake The Wizard of Oz or added a sequel to it, just, I'd love to play the Scarecrow or any character in another Wizard of Oz film. That'd be cool. So Wizard of Oz, because it was cool playing the Scarecrow in one of my high school plays. I haven't got a brain, only straw. How can you talk if you don't have a brain? I don't know, but some people that, don't have brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they? Yes, I suppose you're right. Oh, that was another thing. Larry thought I don't have these memorized. He's like, no, Fears is a fucking bullshitter. Fears is a fucking liar. Motherfucker, have you seen how many movies I have? That's one thing I do have a good memory on is I've seen these movies over and over and over and over and over, Larry, so shut your fucking mouth. I know my movie quotes, so don't even fucking go there. You little baby bitch. There it is. I did enjoy his last night. He thought I was angry. I wasn't even in there. I'm like, so I can't win, even when I'm not in there. He bitched and moaned for like 2 hours. I'm like, yeah, we get it, Larry. You're bummed that I still don't have you unblocked. If he would stop harassing me, I would unblock him. It's that simple. Someone that keeps harassing you, well, I'm not going to unblock him. Then I loved him acting like a baby. It's like, does Fears need a tissue? Do you need a baby bottle? Motherfucker, I'm not the one like whining for 3 hours, Larry. Do you need a cigarette? Do you need a fucking baby bottle? I'll take that baby bottle and shove it right up your fucking ass. Like, I'm not afraid of him. Again, I could do a whole comedy show on Larry. He is a funny motherfucker. Ever since that scene, they've been making tents more. Yeah, exactly, Bukagi. I just loved it because she thought she was going to have a night of passion, She's like, well, give me a couple minutes. I'll be ready. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to have some sex tonight. Oh, yeah. And then he goes away, and then he gets killed, by Jason. She's all naked. She's like, all right, you big, I think she says, all right, you big buff bear, come and get me, or some shit like that. And Jason's like, all right, I'll come and get you. Bam! Slices through that yellow tent, grabs that fucking bitch, and he's like, later, bitch. Bam! Hits her right across the tree. I'm like, well, that's the end of her. There it is. Dave says shark attack. Oh, yeah, that'd be a cool death. Plus, I love Jaws, Dave, so I'm going to add that. If they ever made another Jaws film, whether it be like a prequel or a sequel, I would love to be in whatever, because they've only made 4 Jaws films. The 4th one was fucking terrible. The first one's fantastic. The second one's like a 9 out of 10. It's watchable. Excuse me. Yakov even said that last night. He said that he just finished watching Jaws 2. And he said, so Fears, that's another thing that we agree on. I was like, true. The third one, it's watchable, but is it good? Not really. Not really, The fourth one, I've only seen it twice, and God, it's fucking terrible. So, yeah, I gotta put, if they ever made another Jaws film, like a prequel or a sequel, I'd love to be in it. Like, motherfucker, I would play Chief Brody's son, whatever. I just want to be in it, So, yeah. Because I don't think any of his children in the series... Oh, no. One of his sons dies in Jaws 4. But the rest of his sons live. He has 2. He's got an older son and then that young kid. So the younger kid is still alive in the Jaws franchise. So, yeah. So those are 13 big projects that Fears would love to do. Everyone knows Sharknado is better than Jaws. I don't know about that, Bukaki. I mean, they're pretty funny, but I think you're just trolling me. You and Visions love Jaws. Come on, get the hell out of here. You guys love Jaws. You guys have told me. Come on. So far I got James Bond related, James Bond, Superman, Fears Man, some type of Halloween, Michael Myers related project I'd love to be in, a BK Lounge commercial, Star Wars, Star Trek, Coronation Street, horror film, science fiction film. I don't care what it would be, just as long as I got to be in one. Wizard of Oz, Jaws. I've never heard of that one, Boo Khaki. Oh, also, I need to watch some trailers. You told me about... Hang on. What was the one I wrote down? Hang on. Last Live. What was the 2 trailers you guys told me to watch? And I ran out of time, but I wrote them down in the book. Hang on. Oh, where are they? Where did I write them? Oh, fuck. I can't remember where I wrote them. My handwriting's terrible. I'm trying to find them. You suggested 2 of them, Boo Khaki, and I cannot fucking remember where I wrote them. Oh, fuck. Where are they? And I just watched The Abyss. The Abyss was fucking great. Fuck! I can't find them. Oh, well. Let's see here. I think one you wrote down was an actual comment I made. Oh, okay. I thought it was a movie. Okay, never mind. Knight Riders. I think I've already seen that one, though, Dave. Knight Rider? Isn't that the one? That's the TV movie of Knight Rider. Oh, no. That one's Knight Rider 2000. That's right. All right. Let me watch Knight Riders. Hang on. Let me find it. That's the one that you said has the guy. He did a cameo in Dawn of the Dead. That makeup artist guy. Oh man, I'd love to meet him so bad. Tom Savini. I've met George Romero. Hopefully I said his name. Randall always makes fun of me when I get his name wrong. It's a hard last name. I'm sorry. I have a hard time pronouncing some words sometimes. I apologize. George Romero. I always say Marrero or some bullshit. I've met him before at Wizard World Comic Con in Missouri back in the day. But he was charging. I only got, I didn't get a photo with him. I got an autograph, I believe. That's back in Missouri with the rest of my stuff. But he was a nice guy. I just looked at him and said, dude, Dawn of the Dead. Genius. And he went, oh, thanks. He goes, you like it? I said, oh, yeah. And he goes, well, which one's your favorite? I said, I'll be honest. I said, Day of the Dead, no, it's all right. And then he goes, yeah? And I said, just Night of the Living Dead, that's, it's classic. I said, you didn't have enough money, so you made it in black and white. I said, I like the throwbacks. And I told him, I was honest. I don't remember exactly what I said, but I remember saying something to the effect of, I don't hate any of your zombie films. I said, I fucking love zombies. And I said, one of my favorite zombies is the guy that smashes, the fucking window, the classic one, and he's trying to get Barbara. They're coming to get you, Barbara. Stop it! You're ignorant. They're coming for you, Barbara. I'm like, that fucking guy. And he goes, oh yeah. He goes, that's like, I said, that's one of the first zombies, like, on camera. And then he was like, well, one of them. And I said, that's the first zombie that the Fears Man ever saw on camera. That was the very first one. Second one was good old Tar Man. He's never let me down. I'm telling you, Vision, they need to bring fucking Tar Man back, Remember, someone showed me that, I don't know when they're going to make it. Someone better not have pranked Fears. Someone showed me a link of Tar Man walking through a fucking graveyard, and he had a Christmas tree in his hand, and he was walking, and he walks out of this church with the fucking Christmas tree all lit up. He walks through the graveyard, and I guess the tree is still plugged in, and then he gets about halfway through the graveyard, and then the plug finally comes out of the wall, and the tree, goes dark, because you need power to light up a Christmas tree. And I was like, I don't care what it is. There's fucking Tar Man. He's back. He's fucking on screen. When the fuck is this movie coming out? I want to see it, So when I met George Romero, I was like, oh my God. I shook his hand. I was like, well, if I ever have kids or if I ever have a wife, I'm like, I can die a happy man and say, I shook the master of zombies hand. Such a cool guy, super chill. He said, I like making up like zombie kills. I said, you're the master. And he's like, yeah, what's one of your best zombie kills? He goes, what's one of your favorite kills that a zombie, like, bit someone's neck? I said, a lot of yours. I said, I've got some favorites off The Walking Dead. I said, they kill zombies in creative ways. I said, and then the zombies attack people creative ways. I said, I don't know if I have a favorite. And then he was like, what's another one of your favorite zombies? I said, in the remake of Night of the Living Dead, when Tom Savini directed it, he goes, oh yeah. He goes, I have a cameo in there. I said, you do? He goes, yeah, but I'm not going to tell you where. You got to find it. He goes, I'm in makeup. And I was like, hell, I didn't know that. And he goes, yeah. He goes, well, most people don't. And I was like, that's fucking cool, George. And I like the autopsy zombie where she thinks he's in a suit, but like it's cut down the back, And she's like, hey, I need your help. There's some crazy guy. Help. And then all of a sudden his clothes start falling off, and he's like cut from like here to like there, and they're all so, and she's like, oh fuck, he's a zombie too. And then she knows, she's in the car, she's like, well, I'm fucked now. Like, oh God, what am I gonna do? So I told George, I said, those are a few of my favorite zombies. And I even told him, Visions, I said, I know you didn't create Tarman. He goes, oh yeah. He goes, I like Tarman. I said, oh, you do? I said, I love Tarman. I said, he's probably one of my favorite zombies. I said, his flesh is so old that his flesh has turned from like pink to like this brown, cruddy like ooze. And it's just oozing off his bones, And he goes, yeah. He goes, I love Return of the Living Dead. And I said, do you like them all? I remember asking that. He goes, no. He goes, I only like the ones that Tarman's in. I said, yeah. I said, the ones in the middle suck. He goes, he's in, Tarman's in the first one. Tarman's in the second one. But in the second one, he's just like, he has a cameo. In the first one, he's in it a lot. Then he's not in 3. He's not in 4. And then he's in 5 for like 3 scenes. He like kills some people at the rave. Then he like bites some girl as she's like running down the road. And then the end of the film, he's just like walking down the highway, trying to catch a cab because he's got a sign. He's holding up a sign, saying L.A. Or he's holding some sign up, which I thought was fucking hilarious. I'm like, motherfucking zombies trying to get a ride. I'm like, that's not gonna work. And he liked Tarman too. So hell yeah. Oh, man. All right, let me catch up with the chat here. Let's see here. Tom Savini, yes. He plays a knight on a motorcycle. That one I don't think I've ever seen. Tina, do you have any crafting, any diamond painting? And then I was going to... Vision just keeps retracting shit. I like The Walking Dead a lot because it wasn't about zombies. It was more about survival. Exactly, Bukaki. Like, the zombies were in the background, Like Rick and Daryl and all, the whole group, they're like, well, if we don't have water, we're going to die. If we don't have food, we're going to die. We need weapons, because if we don't have weapons, the living and the dead, because sometimes the living was even worse than the zombies. Like the zombies, they're just moping around like, eating and killing people, But there's evil people, which is very true. Even in the real world, there's good people in this world and there's evil people. I wish everyone could be good. There'd be even more evil people that would come out of the woodwork if a zombie apocalypse happened, because it'd be, well, hey, motherfucker, it's everyone for themselves, So sometimes even the people in Walking Dead are worse than the fucking zombies. So, but I've never watched it all the way through. I need to catch up on my zombie watching, Bukaki. I've watched almost the entire Walking Dead. I've watched the first 2 seasons of whatever the prequel is. I've got it over there. Fear the Walking Dead. And then there's all the stuff in between, like Beyond the Walking Dead. And then they just made a TV movie with Carol and Daryl. I think like in Paris or some shit, and then there's the Walking Dead city where whatever the guy's name is, the guy with the black Negan and Maggie have to go on a mission to the ruins of New York City, and I haven't seen that yet, so I got a lot of catching up to do, you know. So they just keep making a lot of shit. There's a lot of it. So anyway, that's cool, Tina. There, Landon goes again, deleting comments. What the fuck, Jen? He's not deleting it. He's not. Yo, what's up, Lance? Lance, I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you again. Good to see you, buddy. Oh, man, I'm getting tired. All right, let me watch this trailer, because I think I know what you're talking about, Dave, because I think you and somebody else in the community told me about, what was it called again? What was it? Riders? Hang on. Night Riders. But it may be on the list. That sounds familiar. Hey, let me just check. There's so many on the digital list, and there's so many on the old list. Oh, Fear of Planes. That's what it was. That's what it was, Visions. I wrote them down. I mean, Bukaki. Fear of Planes and Mommy Dear. So I need to watch this one, too. Because she's the one, no more hangers, you fucking bitch. And then she's like, well, I want to hang up my clothes. No! No wire hangers! She goes nuts. She goes nuts. Let me just make sure. Let's see. Saturn, Hardware, Fortress, Final Terror, 1984, The Exterminator, Nail Gun Massacre. Can't wait to see that one. Be like, motherfucker, I killed someone on a construction site. Oh, yeah? Well, feel the wrath of my fucking nail gun. Equalizer, 1989, Robot Ninja. Some of these fucking titles just make me fucking lose it. Surf 2, Mutant Hunt, Las Vegas Blood. That one was great, Visions. What I saw on YouTube. Motherfucker goes in, asks for a drink, and he's like, yeah, whatever, fuck you, and blows the guy away. I was fucking losing my shit on that one. 1986, Killer Party, Blood Tracks, Blood Gnomes, Death Chase, Death Spa, Colossus. Dave told me about that one. Doll Man. I think Bukaki told me about that. Puppet Master. Whatever the fuck that is. Demonic Toys. Randall suggested Ghost on the Machine. The Last of the Mohicans. I think Bukaki did that one too. Visions gave me Escape from the Bronx because it's kind of like Escape from New York. Hawk the Slayer. Flash Gordon. Beastmaster. Which I think I have that one. I think I may take that one off the list. Hang on. Where is it? Oh, no. No, it's that dragon one. Never mind. All right. I Come in Peace, Hobo with a Shotgun, Fire Fives, Universal Soldier, Transylvania 5000, Deadly Friend, Fly the Navigator, Crash and Burn, Robot Holocaust, Arena, Daryl's, Subject, The Subjects, Sand Sharks, The Vindicator, The Time Guardian. Man, the list is getting long. Humanizer, Willow, The Cat from Outer Space. So I guess it's not on the list. Impulse, 1974. Impulse, 1984. Cyborg. All right. I thought I watched it. I guess not. But I'm going to watch it right now because this one sounds hilarious. Knights on Motorcycles. Hell yeah. I'm going to catch up with the chat here. Let's see. Let's discuss Museum's arrival in the chat. Well, I mean, Liz, this battle between Lantern and him, man, that's been going on for a while. They screwed up on Fear of the Walking Dead. They killed off too many. Well, yeah, I've only seen the first 2 seasons, Lance, but I was telling my friend Visions, I've almost watched all of The Walking Dead, but I have never watched it all the way through. So I've got that on Blu-ray, but I don't have Fear of the Walking Dead. So once it's gonna take me a while because God, they had 11 seasons of The Walking Dead. It was insane. Deadly Friend has a scene that you're going to love. Okay, yeah, but is it in the trailer, Visions? Okay, well, I'll watch that one. Because I don't know if I've seen that one yet. All right. Well, let's start with Deadly Friends, because now I'm curious what Visions is talking about. Deadly Friends. Deadly Friend. Oh, shit. I just hope it isn't that. I just hope it isn't more of that, like, hack 'em up shit, you know? Like, fucking Pieces. Or Hatchet, or whatever the fuck it was. All right, so Deadly Friends. That was too much. Friends trailer. All right, hang on. Oh, wow. She looks all sweet and innocent. 1986. Okay, here we go. All right. Now watch, it's going to be this classic narrator like, you thought she was your great friend, but she turned into your worst nightmare. I'd be like, yeah, pretty much.
If you enjoy being really scared, if you're not afraid of the unknown, if you found a friend in fear, then we have a friend.
Oh my god, that fucking kid off of Little House on the Prairie. Is that it, Visions? The guy that played oh, what's his name? It was Mr. Ingalls. He adopts a son. It's that guy from the fucking oh wow. Oh, he's in this fucking movie. Oh wow. He looks a little bit older, so he must have done this movie after Little House on the Prairie. Oh wow. Well, there you go. Off to a good start.
You.
Hi.
Samantha.
Call me the police.
Oh my god, Mama Fratelli is in this too. Was that it, Visions? Mama Fratelli is in this fucking movie. Wow. This is definitely going on the list.
Who unleashed Freddy in Nightmare on Elm Street, Wes Craven now brings you his most frightening creation.
Get out of my house!
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
She's killing people. Mom? Sam?
You're so
I guess she's got a split personality, so she kills people, and then in this scene, she like comes back into frame, and she's like all sweet, and then she's like, like she's all laughing and grinning. So I guess she kills people sometimes, and then she turns back into like her playful self, or I guess.
cute.
Deadly friend. She can't live without you.
Nice! And Wes Craven, the master of horror, or well, one of the masters of horror, directed it. I'm glad it's on the list. I will try to find it when I'm in Missouri. I'll try to find it. So, I guess those were the two scenes that you were talking about, Vision. So, Mama Fratelli's in it. And I can't remember what his character name was in, I think it was Arthur, I think, or whatever. He plays Mr. Ingalls' adopted son. And I was like, wow. Hilarious. Oh, Lord. That looks pretty good. All right. Let's see. Night Riders. Here we go. So, Night Riders trailer. Tom Savini's in this. I'm very excited. 1981. All right. Let's do it. Nice.
Do you know who Rovers? Noises.
Gotta love those
Shout
ads.
Factory TV, changing the channel.
Oh, it showed. It says Shout Factory. It says now on Blu-ray, and then before the trailer, it shows what the Blu-ray looks like. Nice art. He's got a ball and chain, this black leather suit as a knight, and then he's on a fucking futuristic motorcycle. I like it already, Dave. Nice. Oh, nice. Ed Harris is in this. I just saw Ed Harris in The Abyss. Great movie if you've never seen The Abyss. Very good.
Once, courageous knights roamed the land, searching for adventure,
Nice.
ready to brave any challenge. Knight Riders. The knight is a fighting machine, disciplined in mind and heart, and noble to the death.
Oh, okay, Dave. So it must be in the near future because knights, obviously, were in the 16 and 1500s, and they didn't have motorcycles, so it must be in the not too distant future, and they're knights, and they're riding around on futuristic motorcycles. Okay.
Knight Riders. Action. Adventure. Romance. Heraldry.
Good theme song. Good theme song already.
Pageantry. And magic.
Magic got to do with the soul, man. Only the soul's got destiny.
Knight Riders. They ride for the crown. They fight for honor.
That kid thinks I'm evil Knievel.
That kid thinks you're William the Knight. You're his hero.
I'm not trying to.
Good evening, milady. Dost thou haveth a bit of good ale? For me and my fine mate, we've been fighting in battle for a fourth night, and have a king's thirst for the frosty brew. That's right. Gotta love the cable guy. I love it.
Be a hero. I'm fighting the dragon.
Following a dream.
Fighting the dragon!
Take them. Because a legend lives as long as someone believes.
This isn't just a roadside carny anymore. Not for some of us. It's a lot more than that. It's a whole lot more.
Nice.
You know that, Morgan.
Oh, there he is. There's Tom Savini. Nice. Because he has been on screen. Like, he plays the Creep Show guy in Creep Show 2. He's got all the makeup on. So he dabbles in acting, but he's kind of like a behind-the-scenes guy like me. He likes to edit, and he likes to do all the makeup. I don't mind being on camera. Whenever I was a little kid, I wanted to be an actor, but as soon as I started, my very first editing class was in 8th grade, and that's when I first edited like some video clips. And I didn't film it. My teacher, I don't remember what he filmed. He said, "Hey, John, edit this." And I was like, okay, and he taught me how to edit. So that was the first, like, wow, this is fun. But then when I went to film school, I was like, ooh, I get to play with all these toys. Edit, crane cameras, put this scene here. So I like to be on camera, but I prefer all the editing and all the behind-the-scenes shit. That's why whenever I get the 4K, it says, like, 9 hours of bonus features. I'm like, ooh, yeah, I can't wait to watch all the behind-the-scenes shit, because I find all the behind-the-scenes stuff way more interesting than the actual film, you know? And really, the most interesting part of a movie is why everyone goes to the movie. It's not about the beginning or the middle. It's, I wonder how these characters are going to end the film. The ending is the most important part of a story. I don't care what anyone says. It is. So, Dave, so far, this is pretty good, buddy. Pretty good. That's what I really love about movies, is the behind the scenes. I mean, obviously I love movies and I love a good story and all that, but I love movies, how they made it, and how they make movies better and shit like that.
This is the most fun I get in my life. I just don't want to see you all break up.
You think it's breaking up?
It's money, Billy. It's all to do with money. Money makes the world go round, even your world.
Small town jails is uncomfortable places.
Damn uncomfortable.
Throw down the gauntlet. Take up the challenge. A new age begins. Romance and adventure live.
I'm telling you, Dave, I've said it a million times. I'll say it again. These narrators are great. Like they must fight to the death. Romance, adventure, all coming to a theater near you. You know, I could fucking do that job. Give me that job. Be like, you want romance? You want adventure? You want blood? Well, watch this film, motherfucker.
Knight Riders, the Legend is born.
Nice. I love it. But Dave, they better not disappoint me, because when I watched The Eliminators, it had this ultimate, like, epic adventure song. Motherfucker, they didn't even have the adventure song in The Eliminators, and I was fucking bummed. I was like, oh, man. I'm like, where's the fucking great music, man? So if I get Knight Riders, that fucking heroic song better be in there at least once. Because I was waiting for it. I was watching The Eliminator. Eliminators is still good. It's like half futuristic, a cyborg, and then some like boat harbor guy kind of looks like Quinn from Jaws, and they're fighting like this evil warlord and shit, and it's about time travel, so it's a good movie. But I was waiting for the heroic song, and then nothing. And I was like, you gotta be fucking shitting me. I'm like, God damn it. All right, well, I'm gonna add it to the list. Knight Riders, 1981. That was good, Dave. I like that one. So, Knight Riders. Now I gotta bring two lists. I gotta bring my list in my phone that I've been writing these down, and then the old list. Because, man, when I hit vintage stock, I already prepared my friend. I told you guys what I said. I called and I was like, hey, man, are you ready? He's like, oh, yeah, I'm ready, Fears. I'll see you in a couple weeks. And I'm like, you better take out all that new shit, buddy. I'm like, throw out those fucking gems, man. Because I'll buy the whole store. And he's like, oh, Fears. He goes, I put some good ones out for you. I was like, you better, man. I'm like, don't let me down. I need some Surf Nazi. I need some Surf 2. I need some fucking cyborg shit. I'm like, give me those old ones, man. So I'll try not to let you guys down. I try to find those old ones, you know, those lost gems, so I can review them for you guys. What was the one that Dave said? The fucking, what was it? The cat from the outer universe or whatever? The cat from outer space, excuse me. I can't wait to see that one, Dave. Motherfucking cat, like, talking like, I'm from Xanax. And I'm like, really? Are you? You know, like a little fucking cat with a robotic, like, collar, and it, like, walks out the fucking spacecraft. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? It was pretty hilarious. I loved it. What in the hell? Oh, man. Well, I'm going to give that one Knight Riders. I guess it's set in the not-too-distant future. I'm going to give it a big thumbs up. I wrote it on the list, Dave. All right, let me catch up with the chat here. Let's see here. So I guess the scene that you were talking about, Visions, in that one, I was surprised. The guy from fucking Little House on the Prairie, and then Mama Fratelli's in it. I cannot wait to see that. Let's see here. Watch the trailer of Blood of 1,000 Virgins. Wow, that's quite a title. Okay, I will. I don't know. I get kind of scared sometimes with Bukkake and Visions suggestions because, man, they're either half good, because you guys are my buddies, you guys are my pals, or sometimes they're like really bloody. What was the one where they filmed it like an actual documentary, and some guy's like, we're going to go study the natives, you know? It was like cannibalistic, and then they shove a guy through a fucking pole, and the pole's coming out of his mouth, and all this blood's coming out. I'm like, this is too much. This is too much. And I'm not making fun of Jason, but Jason said he saw that, and he said, yeah, it was weak. And I was like, that's not weak. I'm like, I don't know. It was like Cannibal Island or some bullshit. I'm like, I don't know if I could get through that movie. I was like, that's too much. It's too much. Anyway. My stomach can only handle so much. Let's see. Sounds like you're having a nice, chill Saturday night, Tina. Good. I'm glad Tina is. I'm having a cool, chill Saturday night. Wes Craven, People Under the Stairs is so good. Now, I think that's on the list. I think. Hang on. Where's the other list? You guys have told me about that one. Hang on. Let me grab it. It's got that guy from Twister in it. That real nerdy guy out of Twisters. I think that's on there. I think that one's People Under the Stairs. Hang on. I think. Well, I appreciate all the suggestions right before Fears. Fears is leaving Orlando in about 2.5 weeks to go visit Mama Fears and my brother and Shelton, the newest member of the Fears family. What an adorable guy. Well, all us Fears is, the ladies love us. So he's cute, I'm cute. You know, my brother's got some good charm. Well, I get that from my dad. Why do you think my mom married my dad? You know, my dad was a pimp. Hell yeah. Let's see here. Maybe it's not on here, but I've heard of that movie. Let's see. Booty Call, Castle Freak, 1 and 2, Ticks. I thought it for sure it was on here. Oh well. All right. Well, now I gotta watch it because I think I've seen that one, Bukaki. All right, so let me write it down so I don't forget, because I still gotta watch Mommy Dearest and have that psycho bitch go crazy over those wire hangers. Mommy Dearest. Mommy Dearest kind of reminds me of Larry. Like, she's like, no more wire hangers. And then Larry's like, there's no more lies. That'll be the sequel. That'll be the sequel. Larry losing his shit over the lies, which I don't do anymore. I haven't lied to you guys in forever, you know? I'm trying to be on the straight and narrow. I don't care what Larry said. That whole truth stream, it was great for me. It was great for you guys. I told you guys everything, you know, that was on my mind, that was bothering me. It was like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders, you know? Anyway, let's see. What was the other one? Blood of 1,000 Virgins. Blood. You know what was another letdown? Fucking Blood Diner, man. I thought it was going to be like zombies take over the diner and they got to kill them with like utensils and shit. It was like voodoo and they were like chopping up people, like taking fingers and like putting them in the fryer. It was not funny whatsoever. I was like, this is fucking shit garbage. So I think the only time I'll watch Blood Diner is around Halloween time, because I barely got through it. I fell asleep so many times. I fell asleep so many times in Blood Diner. But I will say, I don't want to freak out my lady fans out there. There was a lot of boobies in it, and we had full frontal bush. That's always a good thing. Full frontal bush is pretty good. All right, Blood of 1,000 Virgins. And then, let's see, Mommy Dearest. What was the other one? Oh, People Under the Stairs. I gotta watch that, and then we're gonna move on. So, all right, let me catch up with the chat here. Let's see. Watch the trailer, and then yes, Lampy is caught in a vicious cycle of his own making. Yeah, I guess so, Liz. I don't. I mean, I don't even know how it started. The thing. Well, I think I know how it started, but I don't want to. I don't like when people make rumors up about me, so I hate to do assumptions. But from what I heard, Mr. Lampy, Mr. Lantern, is getting pissed that every time he goes into Museum's Discord, Museum's like, "Hey, Mr. Lantern, fuck you," and then like just keeps timing him out, and then God, how many parts of I think the last 5 or 6 Mr. Lantern shows have been, let's talk about Museum's Discord. I mean, I'm not making fun of Mr. Lantern, but I don't really know how many parts Mr. Lantern's going to cover. So there it is. There it is. I don't know. You seen Fido? No, I haven't, Lance. Let me write that one down. I've seen Cujo. I recently rewatched that. Lance, you're a big movie guy. I told Visions and Bukaki to download this. They added me on there as a friend. Lance, you've got to download. I love this app. You got to download. Hang on. Can you see it? Letterboxd. Letterboxd is you watch a movie and then you can rate it. And then whenever you publish it, it keeps a track of how many movies you do, when you watch them. And then it keep let's say you can't remember, oh, did I watch that fucking movie? Well, you can go in and you can find the movie poster and go, did I watch it? Yeah, I watched it, you know? So, all these new Bond movies, I need before I go to bed tonight, I haven't gave my review on them. So I got to do 3 or 4 posts tonight, and then I'll be back up to par. But, Lance, I'm telling you, download that fucking app. It's great. I love it. But I will watch Fido. Let's see. Wes Craven, People Under the Stairs is good. Yep, I got it down. And then Fido. Visions agrees. He says, yeah, that movie rules. All right, cool. That's what it was. Cannibal Holocaust. Oh, God. Bukaki, I barely got through that trailer. That was so disgusting. So much blood. And I was like, oh, fucking hell. So I don't know if I could watch that movie. That movie was fucking nuts. Oh, man. It was insane, dude. Fido's a comedy zombie movie set in the 50s. Oh, there you go. Nice. That sounds hilarious. The only rule in museum server is no spamming. Guess what Lantern does? Oh, well, that makes sense, Liz. So there you go, Lantern. No spamming, no timeout. There you go. All right. So let's see. The next 4 I gotta watch is Mommy Dearest, Blood of 1,000 Virgins, People Under the Stairs. Well, let's start with Mommy Dearest, because that was the one that I didn't get to last time. So here we go. Hang on. Mommy Dearest. And the only reason why I know about the wire hanger scene is Randall or somebody, one of my buddies. Maybe it was you, Visions. I don't remember. Someone, I think it was Randall. When Randall was still in the Discord, he said, "Oh, Fears, check out this scene." And he sent me the clip of her screaming at the top of her lungs like, "You call yourself a daughter? No more she was going fucking nuts, and I was like, "Randall, what the fuck is this?" And he goes, "You've never seen this, Fears?" I was like, "I don't know what the hell this is, Randall, but it looks hilarious." So yeah. All right, Mommy Dearest, here we go. I love all these old horror movies. Oh, they're great. Let's see. Trailer. I actually do like really good scary horror movies, but ever since I was like 15 or 16, whenever I watched Halloween's a good scary movie. But then when I could watch horror movies, I would go to Blockbuster and I would just see all these funny like on the VHS and on the DVD, all this movie artwork, and I'd be like, "Oh, that one's funny, that one's funny," and I would just start grabbing, and that's when I fell in love with cheesy horror movies, when I could actually go and rent whatever I wanted. The more the movie poster on the VHS or the DVD looked, I was like, I gotta find out what this fucking thing is, and then I fell in love with it. All right, here we go. Mommy Dearest. Mommy Dearest. Let me find a trailer. Mommy Dearest. Man, she looks nuts in this. Like the actual mom. She looks fucking scary. Oh, wow. All right, here we go.
So, Ridge is
This
already
one's a
really
short
good at
one. It says 1 minute and 4 seconds. So, here we go.
the wallet and all the everyday carry stuff, but I was surprised with how much they were able to do.
All right, here we go. Wow, they said that this is PG and this is a horror movie? Wow. I don't know. Well, I guess they could get away with a lot more in the 80s. Like, when I brought up that full frontal bush, there's no way you could have full frontal bush in a horror film. That would get an immediate X. They would consider that a porn. But in the 80s, like in Blood Diner, that's just rated R. Blood Diner is for sure rated R. Because I recently watched it, and it's fucking shit garbage. But I will say she did have some good bush. But you couldn't put full frontal bush in a movie today. And if you did, it would get a straight up X right away. So they got a lot. They got away with a lot back in the day. All right, Mommy Dearest. Here we go. She's gonna go nuts over those wire hangers. Well, I'll buy her some plastic hangers. What the fuck, bitch? There it is. Man, her face is so weird. Like, it's like, you know how, like, when, I'm not making fun of ladies, you know how ladies, they put makeup on? She's got, like, an over-the-top version of, like, of a woman putting makeup on. Like, you know how, like, ladies' lips, they make it a little red? Well, she's, like, got it, like, blood dark red. And then she's got so much eyeshadow around her fucking eye. She looks fucking weird.
We're ready for you, Miss Crawford.
To a truly great lady. Miss Joan Crawford.
You know what's missing in my life?
Come on, you've got everything you want.
No, I don't. I want a baby.
Out of the question.
Don't you dare judge me. We have a moral and legal responsibility, and what you're really doing is denying one of your children the opportunity.
She's got like massive eyes. She's fucking creepy. Oh my god.
A wonderful and advantaged life.
You're a lucky little girl. And very expensive. It cost me a lot of favors.
Christina, darling, I'm gonna make a perfect life for you. Are you having a happy birthday, Christina, darling?
This is the best party I ever.
Yeah, a perfect life until she starts screaming her lungs out about fucking wire hangers.
Dad, I love you, Mommy dearest.
I love you, Tina, darling. You lost again.
It's not
See, they're setting it up. It's a perfect world. Oh, honey, everything's gonna be okay. And then watch, in a couple of clips, hey, I murdered, the guy next door, and then it takes a turn for the worst. Here we go. I just know it's coming.
You're bigger than I am.
But nobody ever said life was fair, Tina. I will always beat you.
Then I'm not gonna play with you anymore. Ever.
I'll tell you what you're gonna do. You're gonna march yourself upstairs to your room and will stay there.
No, I won't.
Yes, you will.
Damn.
Sorry, Mommy. Dearest.
You are not getting up from this table until you have finished that meat.
I know they filmed this in the 80s, but it looks like, I guess it's set like in the 40s or 50s. That's what it looks like. I've never went up to my mom and said, I love you, Mommy dearest. I just said it like a normal person, like, hey, Mom, I love you, Like, I would never be like, hey, Helen, like, Mommy dearest. I would just be like, hey, Mom, I miss you. Give me a hug. I love you.
Have I ever lied to you in your whole career? Or given you one piece of bad advice?
Your treatment of me has been divine.
Good. I want you to leave Metro.
My wonderful friends
Leave Metro.
Your pictures, one after another, are losing money.
who have made me a star.
Theater owners voted you box office poison.
Making fun. What's wire hangers doing in this closet?
Oh, here we go.
I told you, no wire hangers ever. $300 dress on a wire hanger.
Oh, Lord.
How many you got? We're gonna see how many wire hangers you got in your closet.
She's obsessed. Like, who gives a shit? I'll buy you some plastic ones, like I said. She hates those wire hangers. That's great. All right. I gotta do some Mommy Dearest. Mommy Dearest. Fucking hell. That's hilarious. Dave, have you seen that one? Let me know, buddy. She's like just torturing this like girl. Like if I see one more wire hanger, I'll choke the shit out of you with one of them. Oh, Lord. I love it. That was funny. Oh, wait, I've already got it on the list. I'm sorry. Okay, I've already seen that one, so take that off the list. Okay, and then what was the next one? Blood of 1,000 Virgins. All right. Well, real quick, I'm going to catch up with the chat. I don't want to get too far behind. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, he was like the family dog. LOL. Well, there you go. I can't wait to watch it. Mommy Dearest makes me so sad. She goes nuts, Liz. Zombie on a Leash. There's a full frontal bush in Revenge of the Nerds. That's true. That's true. Yeah, I recently saw that, Bukaki. And that got a PG. Hang on, I think it does. I just bought the Blu-ray. I think it does. So they got away with a lot in the 80s. I think it's PG. Give me a second. Let me grab Revenge of the Nerds. Revenge of the Nerds. Oh, no. I thought it was PG. It's R. That makes sense. It's R. I thought it was PG. But yeah. One of the greatest scenes in this one is where Booger Bukaki like rings the doorbell and nobody has a mail slot anymore, but back in the 80s, you know how like they'd have those mail slots in the door? The mail slot opens up and he's like, "Who are you? What do you want?" And then Booger's like, "I come about the room." He goes, "What do you want? What do you want?" And he's like, "Do you have a room to rent?" "Not for rent." "I thought it was for rent." "Fuck off." And then the fucking mail slot like closes and you never know who the fuck that guy is behind the door, you know? That shit's fucking hilarious. So yeah. Anyway. I Spit on Your Grave. I don't know if I've ever heard of that one. Lots of Full Frontal Bush in Schindler's List, too. Oh, shit. Don't even go there. Oh, my... Wow. Wow. I wish I would have read that in my mind before I read it out loud. Bukaki, you fucking prankster, you. That's fucking... Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh, wow. Damn. All right. Blood of 1,000 Virgins. Here we go. This one's either going to be really good or it's going to be really bloody. So, yeah. My stomach can only handle so much. All right, here we go. I know it's just a movie, but sometimes they make horror movies that are just, like, too real. Like that scene that Pixel made me watch, the Terrifier 3, where he's hacking up them with a chainsaw in the bathroom and cutting his dick and his ass off and all of his brain matter and all that. That looked pretty real, and I was like, damn, this is so gross. This is so fucking disgusting. So, yeah, it's nuts what they can do in movies. Blood of 1,000 Virgins. Oh, if I could type, there we go. Trailer. All right, here we go. Oh, this looks old. Very old, okay. Wow. Very old. It says, I'm kind of, that's probably when they put it on Blu-ray, Bukaki, because it says, Blood of 1,000 Virgins, 2013 trailer. But then it looks all 80s, so I think that means that's when they put it on Blu-ray, because it looks like a old 70s, 80s movie, so, wow. Okay. Well, let's have a little watch. All right, here we go.
Nowadays, if you're looking for a virgin...
A virgin?
Virgin.
You know, being a virgin has its advantages.
Full Moon Grindhouse presents Blood of 1,000 Virgins.
My name is Nikki Lee, and I'm here to take you on an adventure.
Oh, wait a minute. This looks like a porn. I think, okay. So it really is from 2013. They just made it look all 80s, and she's like, "Oh, hi, my name's Nikki Lee." Okay, I know what's going on. All right, let's finish this. I think this is a porno.
The world of virgin exploitation films.
Beautiful virgins sacrificed to a non-human creature. Like this guy. Those sheets are going to be red very soon. 45 caliber coozes.
Wow.
Squeaky clean abstinence machines. Lubed up for full force.
There you go.
Virginal fixers and the devils who love them. They picked the wrong alley to shoot their mouth off.
Oh, wow.
Trustworthy fat men.
So I guess it's like half a porno and then them making fun of like old ass movies. This looks hilarious.
Insidious Infants, a collection of shocking, hymen-breaking trailers, vocalizing vaginas. Blood of 1,000 Virgins.
That was funny. Oh, wow. There you go. All right. Wow. All right, Fido. Let's watch Fido. So this one was, Lance, I think this is your first suggestion that may or may not go on the list. So I appreciate it. So Fido. Trailer. And you said it's like in the 50s, right? All right, here we go. And it's a zombie. It's a zombie, or whatever. Oh, no, you said it's set in the 50s, but they really made it in 2006. Oh, okay. So it's set in the 50s. Okay, all right, here we go. Here we go.
I just got a $5,000 loan deposit straight to my bank account. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make my rent this month because my car needed maintenance, but then my friend told me about Fast Loan Advance.
All right, here we go. A little bit of Fido.
Good afternoon, boys and girls. So how many of you have ever had to kill a zombie? Well, not too many.
So it's set in the 50s, but they made it in 2006. But, I mean, that was a while ago because now it's 2025. So that was quite a while ago.
We do, without our zombies. They take care of the odd jobs.
Give me that. This is detail work and flesh-eating maniacs need not apply.
Do the housework.
What is that zombie doing in my easy boy?
And play with the kids.
Nice catch, Fido.
Names are zombie anyway.
Mr. Theophilus has a name for his.
I bet he does.
Nicely done, Tammy.
So I guess, like, it's set in the 50s, and I guess there was, like, a zombie attack, and I guess the government, like, turned all the zombies, like, into servants, I guess, and now all the zombies, like, do all their housework, and they go to jobs and all that. All right. I get the concept. Pretty funny so far.
Take care of your neighbors. Please, keep them fed.
Oh, jeez. That's Mrs. Henderson. We're in trouble, boy.
Is there blood on your zombie?
It was a nosebleed. You stupid zombie. Help!
Is Timmy in trouble?
Families having to kill their own.
Lance, you know what this kind of reminds me of? One of my favorite zombie movies of all time, that's a comedy, is I love Shaun of the Dead, the British zombie film. I love that. I would say that's my favorite British film. My favorite British film is, because there's a lot of, I like a little bit of Monty Python, I like a little bit of Mr. Bean, but my favorite movie that's made by British people and directed by British people, I love Shaun of the Dead. This film, Fido, kind of reminds me a little bit of Shaun of the Dead a little bit. So I'll add it to the list because I like what I see so far, but I'm gonna finish it.
I'd take Dee Dee's head off in a second if I had to.
He always says that.
Is that bad?
Yes.
My God.
Hold on. Don't want you thinking what we did is normal or okay in any way.
I don't.
Fido.
So without my job, we'd all be dead. And then where would we be?
Dad?
That's right.
Yeah. That was pretty good. All right, yeah, I'm going to add that to the list. Fido. That'd be nuts. Like, a little kid, like, oh, instead of a dog, I've got a zombie as a pet. And then you're like, really? No shit. No shit. So that's pretty funny, dude. There you go. Okay, so Mommy Dearest and then Fido. So Fido and then 2006. Lance, since you're a new member to the community, I always write the name down in the list, and I always write the year, so it's 10 times easier to find it, you know? Whether I buy it in a store or at Barnes & Noble, or if I can't find it at Barnes & Noble, I'll look on Etsy or Amazon or eBay or whatever. The hardest one of the hardest ones to find was that Robot Cop movie that ended up just being okay. What's it called? Hang on. Rotor. That one took me forever to find. So yeah, and the trailer makes it look like epic, Lance, right? And then I told Visions the same thing. I was like, Visions, I'm watching it, and I'm like, it went from an A to nah, it's funny, it's all right. I gave that one like a C+. I was like, it's kind of slacking. All right, what's the last one? People Under the Stairs. All right, here we go. And it's got that guy from Twister, that real skinny guy with the wacky hair. I forgot his name, but he's been in a lot of movies. People under the stairs. I've seen bits of this, because Visions, Bukaki, you've told me about this before. And I've seen bits of it over the years, but I've never watched it all the way through. I don't think I've ever seen the trailer. I don't think. If I have, then refresh my memory. All right, here we go. There we are. People under the stairs. Oh, nice. I did not know that Wes Craven directed this. 1991. Oh, man, this is old. So he did this a little bit after A Nightmare on Elm Street. Okay. All right, let's do it. Here we go.
A sign. Booking.com. The family must depart.
In every neighborhood, there is one house that adults whisper about.
Oh, no!
And children cross the street to avoid. Now, Wes Craven, creator of A Nightmare on Elm Street, takes you inside. Something's in there.
We gotta get out of here, Leroy.
All sorts of rumors about what goes on in that house. The police never took it serious.
She's been feeding that thing between the walls again.
Very, very tense about this. What goes on in this house is a sin.
So it kind of... Oh my god, there's a gimp mask in this. Holy shit, what the hell's going on in this movie? Oh lord. Fucking Twinkle Toes is in this movie. Oh my god. I just paused it, Bukaki, and it was like luck of the draw. Some guy's got a gimp mask on with all these like metal like things in it, and he's screaming at the top of his lungs. Oh my lord. I don't know what the hell's going on, but so far, this looks hilarious. Classic 80s. I guess it kind of reminds me of like a creepy haunted house type of movie, because that guy at the beginning was like, you know, on every neighborhood, there's always one house that'll terrify you. And then they show the inside of the house, and it's all creepy and shitloads of cobwebs. I'm like, okay, so it's like a haunted house type of fucking movie. I'm like, there you go. And then when I paused it, some guy is screaming at the top of his lungs, and he's got a fucking gimp mask on. Oh, Lord.
But what goes on under the stairs is a nightmare.
Damn, there's like all these like, I don't know if they're zombies, but they're like these mutant. Like one girl like throws her arm coming out of the fucking cupboard in the kitchen and shit. Damn. Oh, Lord.
Wes Craven's The People Under the Stairs.
Now we're talking. Well, I gotta see this. It looks hilarious. Literally, like the woman that came, I guess she crawled underneath the stairs, and I guess there's like a passageway. The guy's screaming and shooting people in the fucking kitchen, and this fucking bitch her hand comes flying out of the cupboard in the kitchen, and her face was like all like pure white, and she had brown hair, and then her forehead like had all these, it looked like scratch marks or some shit. And I'm like, how the fuck did you get from the basement up into the fucking cupboard like quick? I'm like, because there was a bunch of like mutants like in the kitchen, he's all shooting them, and then it didn't terrify me, but I kind of went like that when she came flying out of the cupboard. I was like, damn. I'm like, all right, there it is. I'm gonna give that a big thumbs up. All right. People under the stairs. What the hell is going on in that house? What is that? That's probably Larry's cousins, you know? That's probably what happens in Larry's house. Oh, Lord. All right. People under the stairs. I'm looking forward to it. Under the stairs. 1991. Got it. All right. Cool. Well, I appreciate all the suggestions. That lady was creeping me out, man. She comes flying out of the cupboard and shit. That was nuts. Tina says, I'm not crying anymore. I'm glad, Tina. And you know what, Tina? Larry had the balls to say that I made you cry, which is complete. That's another lie that he did. I even tried to comfort you, Tina, which I did. And if people think I'm lying, you can go check out Lantern's show. Visions was actually comforting you, too. I felt horrible, Tina. Then that motherfucker has the nerve to say, no, Fierce is lying. Fierce made Tina cry. I'm like, that is fucking bullshit. I'm like, he's talking out of his ass. So fuck him, you know? Which I gotta laugh at him. I was like, really? I'm like, really? He had the fucking balls to say that I made Tina laugh. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Anyway, let's see here. But I'm glad, Tina. I'm sorry. You know what, Tina? That's why I called Dave and apologized for Larry's actions, because I don't want any of my friends to cry, let alone you, Tina. Like, you and your family are wonderful people, and I appreciate all your guys' hospitality. And I always appreciate hanging out with you guys. The last time that I hung out with Dave and Tina and James, we were all at the Lakeland convention, and it was a lot of fun, and it was epic. It was epic. So hell yeah. Bukaki says it's not a porn. Okay, well that's what I thought, because I saw this girl, Bukaki. It looks all 80s, so they're basically, it's a parody of them making fun of old movies, and it's made in 2013. And she goes, hi, I'm Tina, and she's like in a fucking nightgown. So I was like, is this a porn? That's what I thought. So yeah. Lance says, yeah, Shaun of the Dead, also, yes, it's along those lines. I was getting those vibes, because I love Shaun of the Dead. That classic joke, you've got red on you. And I'm like, well, no shit. Shaun just killed like 8 zombies in a row. Obviously, he's going to have some blood splatter. And that old guy's like, you got red on you. And then somebody else says it, you got red on you, you know? But it all starts when he's working at his shitty job, and he's got a pen like in his pocket like that, and his pen starts running. That's how the joke starts, like, you got red on you. And then the more zombie he kills, he gets more blood stains on his white shirt. And then somebody else is like, oh, you got red on you. Until the very end of the movie, where his whole fucking white shirt is just splattered with blood on it. Well, the host was a Playboy mate. That's what it looked like. So you weren't wrong to guess. That's what I thought. I was like, she's pretty hot. She's almost half naked. I mean, she had a very slender, really risque costume on. And I'm like, is this a porn? I was like, okay. Anyway, all right, well, I appreciate all the suggestions. I pretty much added everyone to the list except the Blood of the Thousand Virgins. It was all right, but I don't think it warrants the list. But all the other ones, Fido, I was fucking losing my mind over. And People Under the Stairs, I was fucking losing my mind over. Mommy Dearest, of course. So all those were hilarious. All 80s and 90s, hilarious. All right. Well, oh, hang on. Where's the rubber band? Hang on. Well, I'm going to put this off to the side. I think it's time for the unboxing. All right. Let me back this up just a tad so I got some room to do the unboxing. Here we go. All right. And for all the haters out there, no, I did not mail it. I will even show you. I scratched out Walter's address, but you can see Walter White right there. There it is, Walter. And if you want to send Fierce fan mail, send it to this address right here. Right there. So I think I'm going to cut this out and use this, and then throw away that old scrap of paper that I've had that piece of paper for like 3 years now, I think. So yeah. All right. Man, this is heavy. I don't know what it is, but time to get the MacGyver knife. All right. Let's crack open this bad boy. By the way, big shout out to Walter White. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Anyway. Wow. That was a low blow, Bukaki. Actually, Fierce got B's and A's in college and in high school, so clearly you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So, yeah. But that was a low blow, buddy. And we're friends. Wow, y'all. I actually got great grades in high school and college. I'm one of the rare guys. I love to learn stuff. I never had a problem going to school. You know how like some of your friends are like, yeah, I fucking hated high school. I fucking hated college. I enjoyed it, you know? All right, let's see here. Oh, you know what? I think... oh, here we go. I think it opens like this, so... Okay. Damn. There we go. Oh, did I get it? Damn, they used a lot of tape on this. There we go. All right. Well, I was gonna, I thought it went like this, and I was like, ah, fuck it. I'll just open it up like this. So I'll put it on this side, and I'll just pull it out. So let me just move this so you guys can see it. So, all right. Oh, wow, this shit's filled to the brim. Wow, 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 wow. All right, so let's see, what's this? Oh, nice! Aluminum foil. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. For the foil ball. Nice, Walter. All right, here we go. Check this out. All right, hang on. Oh, yeah, now we're talking. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. Walter did put some effort into this. Oh, yeah. Nice. Now we're talking. Yes! All right, here we go. Hell yeah, Walter. All right. Oh, hang on. Ah! Nice. Walter knows me all too well. Now we're talking. Oh, yeah. There we go. Another layer. Another layer. It's getting big. It's almost the size of a basketball. You know? Nice. Well, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that. There we are. There we go. That was good. That was cool. Nice. All right. Put this back. There we are. Ooh. Some legs. I don't know. Legs of what? I have no idea, but some legs. Oh! What's this guy? Oh, this is from Ash. Oh, nice. Ah! Oh, you know what? Damn, I think it broke. It broke on the way here. Damn it. Well, whenever I put them together, I'll just have to set them like that and be real gentle. Or I'll probably glue them together. This is from Ash. This is Evil Ash. Hell yeah. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to have to glue him together. But as long as I do it like that and glue them together, it should be fine. I'll try to glue him tonight. But yeah. Sorry, Walter. I didn't break him. it he got broken. Because look, it broke off. And then look. Damn it. Or I could just have him like that, just crawling, you know? Like, you know? This is Evil Ash. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. There you go. Now we're talking. Oh yeah, look, it ripped. Oh man, that sucks. Look, it got all torn and ripped. I didn't do it. Well, Walter, I'll have to try to glue this back together. Oh man. Well, it's not Walter's fault, but I'm sorry, Walter. I guess they didn't handle the packaging very well. I'll try to glue it back, buddy. Oh man, that sucks. But I still love it. I'll try to fix it, buddy. I really will. But I appreciate the effort, my friend. I really do. Oh yeah, look, this thing broke off. Yep. Oh man, this thing broke off too. Oh man. I'm gonna have to glue these back. Ah. Oh, damn it. Yeah, look. They all like, oh man. I'm gonna have to glue these back. Oh man. That's cool. Candyman 3. I've never seen it, but alright. Let's see. Oh, I see a gem. I see a Blu-ray gem. What's this one? Ooh. Vampire Hunter. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Nice. Nice. You know what? I haven't seen a horror movie in quite a while. I think I'm going to watch this tonight. I'll watch this one tonight. Abraham Lincoln Vampire. I've heard of it. I've just never seen it. Nice. Now we're talking. Another Blu-ray gem. Hell yeah. Well, thanks, buddy. I can't wait. Our 16th president is kicking ass and taking names. Hey, vampire bitch. Get over here. I'm going to slaughter your fucking ass. Hell yeah, buddy. Hell yeah. Let's see here. Who's this? Oh, this is Candyman. Okay. Well, he lived. Ew. Look at all that. Ew. Pretty cool. Oh, I think this is Ash's, I think this is his belt. All right. Very cool. All right. Well, Walter, you know what I may do? I may just keep these little posters and I'll find a little frame because these broke off. I don't think you can repair them. So I'll just take these little things and I'll get little frames for them. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do. So I think I'm just going to save the posters and frame them. Yeah. These suck. Well, they don't suck. I'm just saying it sucks that someone didn't handle this packaging right and they got broken. It sucks. But Walter, I will find little frames for these because the other side broke off. I guess during the packaging, but this guy survived, which I appreciate. And I'm just gonna glue back Ash. I'm gonna glue them together. I got some super glue, so. That's unfortunate that these broke, but I appreciate the effort, man. So I will find some little frames for these. Hell yeah. All right. The foil ball made me lose it, buddy. You know, anyway. Let's see here. What else? What else have we got? Oh, nice. This is great. Boobies rule. Yes, they do. I can't wait to wear this in a vlog. Boobies. Look at that. Boobies rule. That's right. See it? Boobies rule. Oh, yeah. Boobies! Yes, they do. Well, Crumbles, they're like you cannot, like, I have one of these. I have a Snake Plissken one from Escape from the Lake. This side broke off. So I'm just going to get some frames, and I'm going to put these little mini posters in frames from Walmart. Because you can't, I mean, you could, but, like, it would just be better to save the poster and put them in, in a nice frame. So I'm going to keep these. Yeah. Boobies rule. Yes, they do. All right, what's next? I appreciate it, Walter. So far, so good. A lot of cool stuff. Ooh, what's this? The best of Canada. Hell yeah. There you go. Nice, buddy. North American edition, 1991, the best of Canada. Nice. Well, I love photography, so thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, this is cool. Very cool. Nice. A lot of cool photography in here, buddy. So it's history of Canada and photography from Canada. There you go. That's very cool. Very, very, very cool. I love it, buddy. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. The best of Canada. Canada. Nice. There you go. Oh, my bad. My bad. I didn't mean for it to fall off. All right, what's next? Let's see here. Oh, not Simba. It's what is it? I forgot his name. He's the villain out of The Lion King. What's his name? Hang on. What's his name? Hang on. Hey, Meta, in The Lion King, what's the main villain? What's his name?
In The Lion King, the main villain is Scar.
Scar, that's it. So it's Scar. Nice. I do like The Lion King. Well, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. He's going to go in up there with all my... I got some Disney figures up there, so I'm going to put him up there. Hell yeah. Good old Scar. Nice. And then let's see, what else? Oh, this thing broke off. I don't know what this is from. I don't know if this broke off of him. Oh no, I think that's his claw. Well, that broke off by accident. I'm sorry, buddy. That sucks that... See, this is what I hate about the mailing system. They, like FedEx, this would never happen, since I work at FedEx. We try to take care of every single package. The United Postal Service is crap. They don't care. As long as it gets there, they get their money. It sucks that some of this stuff broke in transit. So I'm really sorry, Walter. Let's see. What are these? Let's see. What are these? Ooh, what would Jesus do? Ooh, nice. Okay. What would Jesus... Oh, very cool. Very cool. Nice. So, I'm not going to keep all these. I'm going to take these to the conventions and hand some out, but I'm going to keep 3 for myself. I'm going to keep my favorite colors. I'm going to keep a blue one. I'm going to keep a green one, because green's another one of my favorite colors. And I'm going to keep a red one. And the rest of these I'm going to hand out for fans and people at the convention. Okay. So, nice. What would Jesus do? What would he do? I don't know. Well, Walter, thank you so much for all that. That was great. So I'm going to keep these 3, and then I'm going to hand these out to fans and people at the convention. So I'm going to go grab my book bag that I always take to my conventions, and I'm going to put these in my book bag. So whenever I'm at convention, I'm going to hand these out, and I'm going to keep these 3. Nice. Hell yeah. That was cool. And unfortunately, I gotta throw these broken pieces away, which is very unfortunate. But Walter, I will find frames for these, buddy, because I mean, I'm not gonna throw away. I'm gonna frame this and put it on the wall. Hell yeah. Nice little Army of Darkness. I'm gonna frame these. So I'm going to have to take off the glue like this. Take off the glue. And I'll have to put these in frames. Hell yeah. Well, I don't want to fuck with it too much because I don't want to rip the poster. Yeah, I'll get some frames for these. These are awesome. Hell yeah. Cool. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. Well, let me go throw away the box. And I got some more foil for the foil ball. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. There we are. More foil. Awesome. Now we're talking. All right. I'm going to go throw this away. And then I'm going to go put all these, because I'm going to hand all these out to fans and to people at the conventions I go to. There's a lot of them. Yeah. So if anybody wants one of these, let me know, because I only need 3. I kept my 3 favorite, and these I'm going to hand out at the convention. So let me go throw this away, and let me put these in my book bag, and I'll be right back. Thank you so much, Walter. I love it. Boobies! I appreciate it, my friend. You're the man, dude. You are the man. It sucks that stuff broke, though. I'm sorry about the postal service not being, good and breaking shit. So, my bad, buddy. On their behalf, I'm sorry that stuff broke. But all the stuff that it did not break, I'm going to keep. And like I said, I only need 3 of these. I'm going to hand these out to fans. So, I'll be right back. I'm going to throw this away. And this was funny, though. Bam! I'll be right back. I'm going to go throw this away, and I'm going to put this in my backpack. Cool stuff. Now we're talking. Foil ball, motherfucker. That was funny. Boobies, look at that. Boobies rule. Yes, they do. Boobies rule. Hell yeah. Jesus would watch blood. I don't know. Boo Khaki. Maybe one day. That's right, Visions. He says, nice, Walter. I got a lot of cool stuff. I appreciate everything, Walter. It sucks that some of the stuff broke. Fucking U.S. mail posting. They don't care. They should take more pride in their packaging, or handling packaging. So I'm sorry, Walter, that stuff broke, but all the non-broken stuff, I really appreciate. Walter, you're the man, dude. He's been a good friend for years, and he's been a loving and loyal fan since almost since the beginning. So I really do appreciate it, Walter. Thank you so much. You're the man, dude. Nice unboxing. Hell yeah. Little Army of Darkness. I think the better question is when does Fears not like Army of Darkness? I always love Army of Darkness. It's great. That little fucking skeleton Visions. Ah! And then he gets destroyed. There you go. Tina says, I want one of those. Oh, Tina, I kept 3 of them. The others I just put in my backpack. So the next time we hang out at a con, Tina, I'll give you one. So not a problem. I'll give one to Dave, I'll give one to James, and I'll give one to you. So not a problem. Hell yeah. That was awesome. That was really cool. This was funny too. It says, boobies rule, let's go. And then in green, it says, so it says boobies rule, and then the big letters says, boobies rule, let's go. They do. Boobies, you can play with them and you can fiddle with them. They're great. You know? They're real squishy. I don't know if girls like it when men play with boobies, but I sure like it when I play with some boobies. You know? So they're great. So, yeah, dude. Pretty solid unboxing, my friends. Nice. Nice. I loved it. Thank you so much, Walter. You are the man, dude. You are the man. Pretty solid unboxing. And I'd say the thing that I was most surprised at was the photography of the Canada thing. You know, I was like, wow, I didn't expect that. That's cool. It's cool. Anyway, Walter, I'm gonna send this out to you. I was already supposed to send it out to you. I forgot to do it this week, so I'm gonna send it out either next Monday or next Tuesday, buddy. I promise. It's coming. It's on the way. You wrote me your address. I won't give it out, buddy, because I'm not a troll. I don't expose people, and I will mail it out. Lickety split, my friend. So not to worry. Not to worry. All right. What's next? Let's see. Top 5 fall movies. This is going to be hard. Because I like a lot of Halloween-y. I like fall type of movies. I've been trying to challenge myself because picking 10, that's easy. But going down to a top 5, that's hard. That's hard. All right. Plus, I wanted to do something new. I was like, we always do a top 10, you know. I was like, let's do something else, you know. Top 5 fall season movies. All right, here we go. I mean, obviously the first one is my favorite Halloween movie. It's got to be Halloween, 1978. That's at the top of the list. Halloween, 1978. Definitely Hocus Pocus is got to be on there. You know, that's a. Not only is that a Disney classic, but that's a Halloween classic. You know, I still need to see Hocus Pocus 2. I know they made a sequel like years later. I think they made the sequel. What was it? Last year, the year before, something like that. I still haven't seen it yet, but I will. Hocus Pocus with the Sanderson sisters. Those three crazy bitchy witches, you know. Going nuts. All right, let's see. That's number 2. Number 3, gotta be Dutch. You know, where that guy goes to pick up his stepson and get him home for Thanksgiving and all that crazy shit happens. Dutch is great. So Dutch. If you've never seen that film, it's so funny. So Dutch will probably be my 3rd fall season movie. Oh God, what else? I need 2 more. What's 2 others that are really good? Oh, let's see. What else? What's another? Trading Places with Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy. That's a fall season movie because some of it happens on Thanksgiving and then it goes into Christmas. So I think that counts. Trading Places. That's a good one. Plus, you get to see Jamie Lee Curtis's boobies in that. Hell yeah. I mean, she's old and wrinkly now, but back in the day, she was a hot tamale, let me tell you. Plus, she's fucking Laurie Strode, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. Let's see. I'm having kind of a brain fart. What else is a fall season movie? Hang on, let me go to Google. I need some posters to jog some memories. Fall season movies. Let's see, what else? Oh, A Nightmare Before Christmas, obviously. Come on. Yeah. I love that one. A Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh, yeah. Because that's got fall stuff and Christmas in it, so best of both worlds. All right. That's my 5. There you are. All right, what's next? Let's see here. Well, the last thing I got to do before I end the live is I need to review these 2 movies that I watch and then pick 2 movies. So tonight's watches are the one that Walter sent me, Vampire Hunter. I'm going to watch that tonight, and then I think I'm going to watch another James Bond film. So the next James Bond film I'm going to watch is The Living Daylights, right here, because I just watched tonight A View to Kill, and I'm going to review that. So now we're on to The Living Daylights. So that's tonight's watches. Living Daylights and Abraham Lincoln cutting up some motherfucking vampires. He's a vampire hunter. Hell yeah. There you go. I've heard of it. I've never seen it, but I'm going to sit down and watch it tonight. So now we're talking. All right. So let's start with Octopussy. I made a mistake. I actually watched 3 movies, so I need to change that in the title. I watched Octopussy, A View to Kill, and then I hadn't seen this in quite a long time. So let's start with The Muppet Christmas Carol, shall we? I used to watch it all the time when I was a kid. Haven't seen it in a long time. So The Muppet Christmas Carol. The best Muppet ever. You gotta go with Heidi Ho, Kermit the Frog here. Kermit's great. Kermit is fucking great. So, favorite Muppet is Kermit for me. But if I had to pick 3, it would go Kermit, definitely Animal. You know, because Animal Visions, he's a little metal. He's a little metal. He's not full metal, though. But Animal, he's jamming out on the fucking, drum. He's going nuts. So I like Animal. I like Kermit. And then Miss Piggy, she's all right. But what's another one? Fozzie. Fozzie Bear. He's cool. But my 2 favorite is Animal and Kermit. Those 2 are my absolute favorites, So, favorite Muppet, Kermit. Let's see. I'm going to give it my favorite version of A Christmas Carol, because it's such a legendary story. Charles Dickens, great writer. The best Christmas story ever written is A Christmas Carol. I forgot when he wrote it. It was a while. I have a version of it. I've read almost all the way through it. I need to finish reading it. I mean, I know the story. Hey, Meta, when did they make Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol? Like, what year did he have it published?
Charles Dickens didn't write A Christmas Carol.
Yes, he did. He wrote A Christmas Carol. He did. Don't even go there. When was it published?
Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol was published on December 17th, 1843. Some sources mention December 19th, 1843, but the majority agree on the 17th as the correct publication.
Yeah, so don't lie to me, bitch. You just said he didn't write it, but then, I corrected you, and now he does write it. So make up your fucking mind. I love meta. All right, December 17th, 1843. Wow, there you are. That was a long time ago, but it is a classic. It's a classic. You guys know I'm not really mad. I just do that to make you guys laugh. I know Meta is not 100% accurate, I just like arguing with her because it makes you guys laugh, but I'm not mad. Anyway, I just do that because Walter finds it funny. He wrote me one day and said, Fears, that shit's fucking hilarious. So yeah. Yo, what's up, Sega? I guess Sega's been watching. He says, good night, Fears. All right, peace out, Sega. Thanks for watching, my friend. You were watching Silent. Okay. Well, Sega, I will have you back on the podcast, buddy, very soon. Whenever I have all the guys on, I'll get you on, Sega, Randall, Bukaki, Visions. We'll get Dave on there. We'll try to get all the guys on there very soon, my friend. Either before my trip to go visit my mom or after. So, December 17th, 18. Did they say 43 or 44? I can't remember. Hang on. 43. December 17th, 1843. Nice. I wasn't watching. Oh, okay. I thought you were. Well, good night, Sega. I hope you have a wonderful night, buddy, and enjoy your weekend, my friend. Enjoy your weekend. Let's see. It's just like the original Christmas Carol. It's just got the Muppets in it, so it's very funny. So very funny. My favorite movie version of A Christmas Carol, my mom introduced me to it. It is the 1951 British version, because it is a British story written by a British author. Charles Dickens was British. And my mom said whenever she was younger, she said, me and my family, every year we would watch it because every year it would come on the television. And I was like, that's cool, Mom. So that's my favorite. I've watched almost every version of A Christmas Carol. There's a lot of versions out there, and this is one of them. But if you've never read the book, if you've never watched, I recommend watching it's either 1950 or 1951. Excuse me, hang on. Hey, Meta, when did they make the British version of A Christmas Carol starring Alistair Sims?
The British version of A Christmas Carol starring Alistair Sim was made in 1951, directed by Brian Desmond Hurst.
Okay, I thought it was 1950, 1951. I was close. That's my favorite version. So, favorite version is British version 1951. That's my favorite version. So yeah. Vision says, I heard Animal was modeled after rock star bad boy Keith. Really? I did not know that, but I always enjoyed him as a kid, Visions. Animal was one of my favorites. Kermit was one of my favorites. And if I had to pick a third one, probably the friendship between Fozzie Bear and Kermit, because that was his buddy. That was his sidekick, you know. And friends mean a lot to me, so yeah. I think Hocus Pocus is on Disney Plus, but not Netflix. Oh, really? Okay. Because I've seen the first one, Liz, but I need to see the sequel. It probably won't be as good as the original, but, you know, there you go. All right, let's see. My two favorite scenes. Let's see here. I mean, the whole movie's funny. Because it's weird. When I was a kid, I was like, all right, so it's humans interacting with puppets, you know? And there's a shitload of puppets in this fucking movie. Actually, the puppets outweigh the humans. Like, you only see about, I don't know, maybe 50 or 60 humans in the film, and there's at least 300 to 400 puppets. They're everywhere, all through the scene. So, again, I haven't seen it in a long time. I thought, I'm like, it's a little early to watch Christmas movies, but I hadn't seen it in a while. I thought, all right, I'll watch it. I took a break from the old, the James Bond. I'm trying to watch them all in order. And I have been so far. Probably, let's see here. Probably Kermit stars as Bob Cratchit, and him talking to Scrooge, and he says, I'll see you in the morning, and he's like, well, tomorrow's Christmas, and he's like, fine, come in at 8:30, and then Kermit's like, well, I don't think a half an hour justifies Christmas. That's not enough time. And then Scrooge goes, Mr. Cratchit, how long is justified? He goes, well, the whole day, sir. And he's like, the whole day, no work? And he's like, well, Mr. Scrooge goes, think about it. He goes, if you open it, you'll have no one to have business to do with because no one will be open. And he's like, fine, take the day off. He's like, what do I care, you know? So that scene's good. So Christmas Eve, that scene, that's pretty good. And then it is a musical. I think it's the only version of A Christmas Carol that is a musical. Because there's not a lot of music. There's some music in the 50s one, but it's not a musical. There's just music in it, but it's not a musical per se. But watch that British one. They have it in both. They have it in both in black and white, and they have it both in color too. I've got both versions because I have it on Blu-ray, and it's fucking great. Christmas Eve scene, probably The Ghost of Christmas Future, that's my second favorite scene. Because the first two ghosts, they're all optimistic. They're like, hey, you know, you can change, you know, like, you don't have to be a fucking miserable soul 24/7. But the Ghost of Christmas Future, in all versions, is like, listen, I'm not going to beat around the bush. You are fucked. You are fucked if you don't change. And I'll show you. I'll show you. If you don't change your ways, then this horrible shit in the future right here is going to happen, you know? So, those are my two. I do recommend it. It's funny. If you liked the Muppets when you were a kid, then you'll love that movie. So, yeah. I'm going to give it a... there are a couple of boring parts in it. It's a solid watch. It's a solid watch. I'm going to give it a... I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I do recommend it, though. Oh, and then it is a musical. I almost forgot to write that down. It is a musical. All right. Oh, man. I didn't mean to go this long, but I haven't hung out with the fans in quite a while. 2 hours and 39 minutes. I'm getting a little tired. I need to take a shower, and I need to eat some dinner. I haven't eaten yet. And then I can't wait to see Abe Lincoln hack some vampires to pieces and shit, you know? Oh, my God. Fucking hell. Oh, shit. I may have to save the other... I think I'm just going to end with reviewing that movie. So I'll review Octopussy tomorrow and A View to Kill, and then The Living Daylights tomorrow. Because tonight I'm going to watch The Living Daylights, and I'm going to do that. So, yeah. Because I've got church tomorrow, so I need to get some nappy time. So I think I'm going to end it with that, but there you are. So I'm going to clean up all of this, and then before I go to bed, I'm going to try to glue him back together and just set him off to the side. So, Tina, the book's coming along pretty good. All right. Oh, good. Fucking hell, I'm tired. Damn. Ugh. Anyway. Well, before I go, I just want to talk about a couple of things, and then I'm going to skedaddle. Because I'm getting tired. I need a shower. I need to brush the old teeth. And I need to get something to eat. And off to Betty buys. Oh, man. Tina says, I used to watch The Muppet Show. Oh, yeah, it's great. Dun, 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 dun. It's time to... Oh, wait, how'd the song go? Muppet Show tonight? Whatever the hell it was. It's been a while, Tina. I can't remember that fucking... Let me see if I can find it. I remember it would show The Muppet Show, and then that little circle, Kermit would open up and go, it's The Muppet Show with guest star, da-da-da-da-da. And then that fucking song would come on, you know? I should get that show on Blu-ray or DVD. That needs to be in the... I used to watch that as a kid. Let's see if I can find the Muppet Show song, because it's been years since I've heard it. The Muppet Show intro. And then when I was a real little kid, even like when I was super little, then they had the Muppet Babies, like that fucking one, you know? And I remember when I used to watch that as a kid, like baby Kermit would open up a closet door, and in the closet was footage of Star Wars, like all the lasers going off. Do you guys fucking remember that shit? I remember it. And it was so random. Like Kermit would be like, hey, check this out, guys. And he'd open up the closet door, and then there would be footage of the TIE fighters, like, you know, laser blast and shit. It was hilarious. And it was in the Muppet Babies intro, like Star Wars footage, for some weird reason. I have no idea. Here we go. Original theme song, The Muppet Show intro. Yeah, here we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. I haven't heard this in years.
It's The Muppet Show with tonight's guest star, Mr. Joel Gray.
Yep, there's Animal going fucking nuts on the drums.
It's time to meet the Muppets. It's time to put on makeup. It's time to dress up right. It's time to raise the curtain on the Muppet Show tonight.
Good old fucking Fozzie Bear. He's bebopping. He's twirling his little hat and shit. Hell yeah, shout out to Fozzie Bear.
In our house, we use paper plates, and every night after dinner, my wife erases the dishes.
To introduce our guest, that's what I'm here to do. So it really makes me happy.
Hell yeah, man! I haven't seen that in years. I kind of remembered the song. I kind of remembered it, but I had to jog my brain a little bit. And then I haven't seen the Muppet Babies intro in forever. Muppet. I used to watch that as a kid too. Muppet Babies, that fucking one. Intro. I haven't seen that in fucking years, man. Oh man. They just never explained why they had fucking like footage of like Star Wars in Muppet Babies. I was like, this is random as hell. Wow, they made this in 1985. Holy shit. Oh, what it was to be an 80s kid. Fears misses the 80s sometimes. 80s and 90s, they were good times. Here we go.
30%. Now, so many disability claims Social Security initially approves. 90%.
Here we go. Oh man, this takes me back. Saturday morning cartoons. Oh my god.
When you rule, looks kind of weird, and you wish that you weren't there. Just close your eyes and you can be anywhere.
I can't believe I watched this shit when I was a kid. Oh yeah, that's right. They had footage of Indiana Jones too, because I'm seeing it right now. Kermit, little baby Kermit's got an Indiana Jones hat, and he's swinging from a fucking vine, and the fucking boulder that Indiana Jones runs away from in Raiders of the Lost Ark is like right behind him. This is hilarious.
I love great jokes. I'm a fire. I've got my computer. I can do I'll play the piano.
Is everything all right in here?
Yes, Nanny.
Oh yeah, look, here's the Star Wars footage. Hilarious. I can't believe I watched that as a kid. I was more Inspector Gadget kind of kid. I was more The Real Ghostbusters, my favorite cartoon of all time. And then you gotta love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I haven't seen that intro in a while. Let's watch that one. Let's end it with that one. Teenage Mutant fucking Ninja Turtles. Hell fucking yeah. The two greatest cartoons ever. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what trolls say. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the fucking Real Ghostbusters. They are the greatest two cartoons of all time. I think Jim Henson did work on Star Wars. Oh, did he? I didn't know that, Visions. Let me ask Meta. I didn't know that. It's not that I don't believe you. I'm sure he did because he worked on, before he died, he made up the turtle suits for the actors to be in the turtle suits in the Turtles 1, 2, and 3, the 80s and 90s one. He created those suits in the Jim Henson workshop and all that. I didn't know that he worked on Star Wars, though. That's cool. Hey, Meta, did Jim Henson, if he did work on Star Wars, what did he actually do in Star Wars?
Good question. Jim Henson's company was involved in the creation of the iconic character Yoda for the 1980 film The Empire Strikes Back. Specifically, Stuart Freeborn, a makeup artist who worked with Henson, designed Yoda's appearance. However, The actual puppetry and performance of Yoda were handled by Frank Oz, who was a puppeteer and director closely associated.
That makes sense because Frank Oz voices Miss Piggy, so that makes a lot of sense. Because obviously George Lucas, in his brain, came up with Yoda, but then they had to make the puppet, and Yoda is a puppet, so it makes sense, Visions. Because I sometimes forget, because now you watch all these new Star Wars, motherfucking the Yoda puppet looks way better than the digital fucking Yoda. I'm not kidding. You know, because a puppet you can actually touch and interact with. A digital one, you're looking at a fucking tennis ball, you know, in front of a blue screen or a green screen. You know what I'm saying? Like, they, in episode 1, Samuel Jackson, they actually used the green puppet. You know? I think they just made a new version of the Yoda puppet, but it was a puppet. Then in episode 2 and 3, you know, Samuel Jackson and Obi-Wan Kenobi and all the other actors, they're looking at a digital Yoda. And I'm like, dude, the puppet looks so much better. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, whatever. Anyway. So, yeah. Oh, is Fears gay blogs in the fucking chat? I hate that motherfucker. Well, I've had Fears guy blogs blocked for quite a while, you know, because he makes troll videos about me. So, and he presumes to be my 7th cousin, which he's so full of shit. So, you guys can talk to him, but it's best that I not say anything more, because if I say something derogatory towards that guy, then he'll just make another troll video. So there it is. So yeah. I miss Washington, both of those shows. Oh, I've never heard of that one. And again, Vision, it's not that I didn't believe you. I was just like, it makes sense though, because Frank Oz voices Yoda, and he does a great job at it. But I was like, I never knew that Jim Henson worked on Star Wars, but it makes sense, you know. Before he died, he had a whole company surrounded, you know, he made every single puppet, or he helped make every single puppet. Jim Henson was the original voice for Kermit. So, yeah. I don't know who voices Kermit now, but, yeah. So, well, now I'm curious what Fears Guy Blogs is saying in the chat, because I haven't blocked and I can't see him, so I'm sure it's nothing positive. So yeah. Anyway, it is Timex, Tina. I don't know what you guys are on about. Timex. Well, that's a certain watch, right, Visions? It's funny because you guys can see all the block people. I can't, so I have to do my best to figure out what you guys are saying. John, I also told him not to be arguing on my watch. Well, I appreciate that, Tina. But, again, Tina, you can't control everybody. Some people are going to like me. Some people are not going to like me. I've learned that, Tina. I try to ignore the haters as much as possible. So, you know, like, I've accepted the fact that Larry, he's not going to shut up until he gets unblocked. Like, I'll give Liz, I'm not throwing you under the bus here. I'll use Liz as an example. Me and Liz had a little tiff. She actually blocked me, and we left each other alone, and then I unblocked her. So Larry should take some hints from Liz. But he just keeps constantly harassing me and making up lies and shit about me, and he thinks he's clever, and really Larry's not clever at all, you know? Plus, I hate it. He takes over Lantern's show, right? Lantern doesn't want to hear Larry bitch about me for 2.5 hours. He bitched and moaned, and I wasn't even in the fucking show up until the very end. And then he was just chomping at the bit. I went in there just to thank Yakov. Hey, even though we don't get along, hey, thanks a lot for those prayers. I really appreciate that, right? He was chomping at the bit to come in. He comes in, he's like, you're lying, Fierce. I'm like, what am I lying about? And he's like, well, you said you came in for this. You said you came in for this. You're lying. I'm like, you know what? Hey, moron, I can come in and do 2 things at once, Larry, you fucking idiot. I said I came in to thank Yakov for those prayers because I can't lie, they were very nice prayers. I hope Yakov isn't doing his flip-flop shit because he does all the time. Like, he's your friend and then he hates you. He's your friend. That's why I blocked him in the first place, because I don't do that flip-flop shit. You're either my friend or you're not my friend. But I had to thank him for the nice prayers because they were very nice, and I appreciate that. But I also wanted to say, well, Yakov, you said a lot of untrue things, and I just wanted to clear some stuff up. Larry comes in like a nutcase, guns blazing. I've got the lie list, Fears, ready to go. Ha 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 ha! You know, like going fucking nuts, out of his fucking mind. I'm just like, dude, chill out. What the fuck, man? You know? And, holy shit. It was insane. And he's like, you're lying, Fears. You said you came in for one thing. I'm like, no, I did not. I came in for two things, Larry. He's just trying to cause trouble, Tina. And Tina, he also said that I made you cry when clearly that's a bullshit lie. So, Larry thinks he can control everything. He doesn't control shit. Larry, you know, when I decide to unblock you, I will. If I decide to block you, or when I decide. Like, Larry thinks he's going to intimidate me. He doesn't imitate shit. You know, I'm zero afraid of Larry. You know, hell, like I said, I could do a whole comedy act on Larry. What psycho 52-year-old man? He was proud of the lie list. He's like, Fears, I came prepared, Fears. I can't wait till Fears lies again. Wait, I gotta rewind it. Oh, shit, he said that. Oh, I gotta add that to the lie list. I'm just like, dude, like, really? Like, that's all you got? I could do a whole comedy. I should. I've never done a roast stream before. Maybe Larry will be my first one. I'm going to call Randall tomorrow and be like, hey, Randall, do you think I should do a whole comedy act on Larry? I mean, I can go all night on Larry, you know? Like, I bet you that motherfucker can't go 5 minutes without a cigarette, you know? Like on Vision's, I mean, on Lantern's stream, he's always lighting up cigarettes. You can hear him light it. And then, like, Lantern's like, stop smoking cigarettes, Larry, you know? So, I don't know why he gives me so much grief. He's the one... Oh, I'm going to have to take some scissors and cut it off. He's the one that started it. Like, this elaborate, like, oh, I hate zoos, and I'm going to kill a fucking giraffe with fucking poison. That's why I made the comment earlier, like, what am I, James Bond sneaking in poison and shit? You know, I'm like... Then I made the comment, Visions, just as a joke. I'm like, he's probably, you know, like scoping the zoos out every weekend. All right, which animal should I fuck today, you know? Like, hey, lion, motherfucker, what's going on, you know? Larry's a weird one. I'll never figure him out. It's like he half likes me, you know, because he's been a loving and loyal fan for so long. And then once everything's calm and nice, he'll be like, you know, nothing's really going on. You know what? I need to start some drama. So I'll just make up some bullshit like, hey, Fierce, you hate zoos. Not really. No, you do. No, not really. You know? So I don't get mad anymore. I found it hilarious. Like, I even said it in Lantern's show last night. I came in and I asked Lantern very politely if Larry could leave because he just screams over you. He doesn't have any respect for anyone. I'm not going to scream over someone. Let me talk. Let me have my say. Then Larry can say his say. You know, it's very rude to talk over someone, right? So I'm like, hey, Lantern. I'm like, I can't win. I was barely in his show last night. I was just here with my editing, which, by the way, I've almost got the next Sega vlog almost done. I'm putting the final touches on it. And I said, Lantern, I was barely in it, but that guy bitched and moaned for 2 or 3 hours about me, making up all these vicious rumors and lies. Talk about him lying. He lied about Mama Tate being dead. I'm like, you're so full of shit. I know that channel is alive and well because my good friend Lantern sent me the link to both Darren Stevens and Mama Tate. So I'm like, you're full of shit. So yeah. And then he says I lie every day. I'm like, maybe when I was a kid, I used to lie a lot back in the day. And when you guys first met me, but I really am trying to be 100% honest with you guys, you know? And if it's something private that I don't want to tell you guys, I won't say it. Like, I said this to Randall the other day. I said, Randall, I am so afraid to get a new girlfriend. I said, look what they did with Casey. I said, when Casey was actually nice before she turned into a psycho hosed fucking beast and cheated on me, I said, like, she would call me at least once a week. There's a guy named Adam Pacitti saying wild shit about you and me. That's when me and him were at odds. So I don't know what the hell he said to her. Other people said a bunch of crazy shit. So if I ever get another girlfriend, I may think twice before putting her on camera, you know, if ever. You know, if I get another girlfriend, maybe I'll keep me on film and keep my girlfriend, you know, off camera. Even if I did that, though, if I took a photo of her and posted me and my girlfriend in a photo on my Instagram, they would find out and torture her like they tortured Casey. So it's like a you can't win, you know. I don't know. It's crazy. Larry needs to calm down. If he would just admit that he lied, admit that he was wrong, admit that he was just trying to start shit, and apologize, and leave me alone for a couple months, I would unblock him. But he just wants to create drama. So, I just don't get it. Let's see here. But I appreciate you sticking up for me, Tina. That was very nice of you. But Tina, you know for a fact I didn't make you cry. I actually came to your defense, Tina, and I felt like a shitty friend, Tina. I hated seeing you cry. I'm sure Dave, your husband, hated to see you cry because Dave said he was going to watch the whole stream back. That was horrible. Even Visions, even though you were kind of joking and pretending to be Larry, you said like you felt so bad. Excuse me, I was burping. You didn't want to see Tina crying. No, I don't think anyone did. But that guy has the fucking nerve to say, oh, Fears is so terrible. Like, no. I know the truth. Fears is the one that made you cry. No, I did not. Shut your 52-year-old little baby bitch mouth up, you know? He was even acting like a baby on the stream. Are we adults? I'm an adult. But he was like, oh, Fears, like, do you need a baby bottle? I don't need a baby bottle. You were acting like a baby, you know? Maybe Lantern can buy you a little baby bib, Larry, and a little baby diaper, and you can suck on, you know, on that baby bottle, because you were acting like a straight-up little baby bitch, you know, bitching and moaning, Larry, for 3.5 hours, and I wasn't even there. I was sitting here with my headphones editing. So, keep it up, Larry, and I will destroy your goddamn life force, buddy. I am the master shit talker. You guys know this from past experience. I've been holding back, but if people want me to do a roast stream on Larry and a comedy act, I could make up. I mean, hell, I've been making jokes up about him tonight, all night. It's been great. I love it. I love it. You know, it'll be a good comedy act. Oh, I just don't get it. And I'm not even mad. Like, I think it's hilarious. I was sitting there all last night until I came in, like, the last 20 or 30 minutes. I was like, I'm not even there, and he's bitching and moaning. And I'll be honest, I was astounded. Yakov actually came to my defense. I was like, I thought hell would freeze over before that would happen, so I had to, you know, tip my hat to Yakov. He said, well, Larry, in Fears' defense, he goes, I did say some stuff that were not true, and Fears just wanted to say, hey, here's the truth, which I did, and I set the record straight. But, yeah, Larry's just upset. I get it, but, you know, you shouldn't have started it. I did not start this. Larry started it, making up bullshit, drama, and rumors, and all that crap. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Let's see. Liz says, I set the example. Get on board, Larry. Exactly, Liz. You know, like you didn't want to hear my bullshit, Liz. You're like, oh, I don't want to be in the middle of. I'm assuming you said this, Liz. Like, you know, by your actions, you said, oh, I don't want to be in the drama of, you know, Yakov and Larry, and Fears is getting mad at me, so I'll block him, which Liz did. She left me alone, and then over the next couple of months, I was like, you know what? You know, I didn't treat Liz very nicely. So in the Discord, I said, hey, Liz, you know, I was acting like an asshole to you. I just wanted to apologize. And I didn't expect you to unblock me, Liz. I was like, you know what? It's been a while. Liz probably thinks I'm a fucking asshole. So I'm like, but if she won't unblock me and she won't come back into the chat, at least I'll be a man and apologize for what I did, which I did. And to my surprise, Liz, you were like, oh, Fears, I really appreciate the apology. Yes, and you didn't even tell me that you unblocked me. You said something, and then I went to go give you a thumbs up, like how you can, like and give people a thumbs up in the Discord. And I said, oh, she's probably not going to unblock me, but I'll try to give her a thumbs up. It did, and I said, oh, well, now that the thumbs up went through, that means she unblocked me, which now we're friends back on the Discord, which I appreciate. And then I was like, well, now that everything's cool, I'll unblock her, which I did tonight. So if Larry would just leave me alone and just stop all the baby bullshit drama, like I bet he couldn't go a month or two without saying my name or creating more drama. So, yeah. He couldn't do it. He could not do it. And then he said that I lied about the Donnie Dust blade. I cannot wait to prove him wrong. I wrote Donnie today and said, hey, I made a video to say thank you for the obsidian blade that you made me. That was really nice. And I wrote him, and he said, oh, good. I'm glad you got it. And I said, I would love for you to come on my podcast. He goes, yeah. He goes, I'm very busy, but he goes, whenever I could, he goes, I would not mind being on your podcast. I cannot wait to have him on my podcast because everyone thinks I'm lying about that, and I'm not. And when he comes on, I'll be like, hey, Donnie, hey, man, thanks a lot for making me the obsidian blade. And I know what his reaction will be. He'll be like, oh, yeah, no worries, man. Hey, he'll say something to that. He actually made that for me. But it sucks because I dug my own grave. Back in the day, I lied about everything, but I'm telling the honest to God truth about that. And then he thought I lied about the Toxic Avenger. Visions, I would not lie to a friend like you. What I should have did is I should have called the theater and said, hey, do you guys still have any tickets for the Toxic Avenger? I was out and about doing errands, right? And I dropped off some clothes that I didn't want anymore at Goodwill. And the theater that I go to, Goodwill is here, and then a couple streets down is the theater over here that I go to, right? And I thought, I'm out and about, so I'll just go see what they have. I went in. This was the direct dialogue. I said, oh, can I have one for Toxic Avenger? And he goes, what time? I said, any. I said, I just haven't seen it yet. He looked in the computer and he said, oh, I'm sorry, sir, we're all sold out. I said, really? Every single show? He's like, well, we're only showing it in 2 theaters. Or 2 theater rooms. I went, oh, I'm like, okay. He goes, we have it at different times, but they're all sold out and we only show them in two theaters. I said, oh, okay. I said, well, what else? And so, you guys know I'm not tech savvy. He goes, well, if you go over to that, I forgot what those things are, those standing televisions where you can punch it in and buy your ticket. She goes, oh, well, we're showing all that stuff on that TV screen. So I went over and I clicked. And I said, oh, you guys have got Superman. And he goes, yeah. I said, I'm going to use this, whatever they call them, the kiosks or whatever it is, the kiosk things. I went over, I said, oh, well, at least I can see, Superman. And he goes, oh, yeah. He goes, he goes, just look on the kiosk thing. He goes, yeah, we've got some open for Superman. I went, great. I said, I'll just go see Superman today. I'll tell my YouTube fans. Well, I didn't say that to him, but I said it in my head. I'll just tell the fans, I couldn't see Toxic Avenger, but at least I saw Superman. Bought my Superman ticket, went in. I vlogged it a little bit. Bukaki, I even say in the video, I either say your name or Vision's name, hey, you guys were right. Superman was fucking great. And then I rated it. I said, I gave it a 9 out of 10 because they didn't have the Clark Kent transformation sequence. And I said, you got to do that for Superman. And then that was it. I didn't think it was a big deal. That's 100% the truth. And he's all like, no, you fucking lied, Fears. I'm like, it is possible for a fucking movie theater to get sold out. People like it. They're going to max out the seats. That's not a lie. I was just going by what the theater said. I'm just like, give me a fucking break, dude. It's just crazy. It's fucking ridiculous. Watch it. Next week, he'll be like, I've got a full lie list, Fears, a new one. I'm so proud. I'm 52 years old. I've added some additions. Now I've got 2 lie lists. I don't care. I don't care. It's so funny. I'm not even mad. I'm serious. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'm about to be a 42-year-old man. I've never made a lie list up. Quentin is the one that started all that. They are so immature, it's beyond belief. Oh, Lord. I love it, Larry. Keep it going. I'll keep making more Larry comedy hours like I did tonight. Oh, I love it. He actually thinks Fears hid some poison in his pocket. I want to kill that giraffe. Oh, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. It's funny. It's hilarious. Oh, Lord, it's hilarious. He just bitches and moans and whines. And he's like, Lantern, I miss Fears. I'm going to bitch about it for 3.5 hours on your fucking stream. And I'm going to take over Lantern's stream. Oh, woe is me. I'm just like, this is great. I was laughing hysterically, Vision. I had my headphones on. I'm editing away. I dropped a few comments. Like, I would take a break. So Lantern's doing his show. And I took a break. And I had a nap. So I missed an hour of the music. And then I edited a little bit more. And I was like, I'm getting hungry. So I kept the live on. Made some food. Ate. He's still bitching and moaning. And then after I finished my dinner the other night, I said, all right, back to editing. And I just have 2 windows open. I've got the live over here, and then I've got my editing system over here. And I'm editing, and I got my headphones on, and I'm listening to him bitch and moan. It was good entertainment. I was laughing like crazy. It was awesome. It was great. I loved it. I don't like drama, but trolls make me laugh sometimes. Like they're annoying usually, but sometimes they're funny. Like I got a kick out of it. It was hilarious. Anyway, Lantern, I didn't know you knew German. I didn't know that either. Oh, damn. Way to go, Lantern. Hell yeah. Tina is the captain now. I'll believe it, Visions. Tina and Dave. Elizabeth says, that's right, y'all. Elizabeth says, oh, snap. I know. Lantern, I didn't know that you knew German. Man, Lantern is multitasking. Hell yeah. Dr. Chad, that's what I'm talking about. Well, that's what I'm talking about. I miss talking to Mama Tate. Well, Tina, Mama Tate is Larry pretending to be Mama Tate. I mean, I'm sure at one time, I don't know, I don't want to say anything bad about Larry's actual mom. I don't know if Larry's mom is passed away or if Larry's mom is actually still alive, but whenever Lantern or Larry is like, Mama Tate, Tina, like when you were talking, when you thought you were talking to Larry, that was Visions just joking around. Then Mama Tate came in, Larry was like, hi, Tina. Well, I took my meds. I'm going to go off to bed now. That was Larry. And Tina, I wanted to say something, but if I would have, I didn't want to come in on a live Tina while I was driving to work because that would be dangerous. And I didn't want to, get into an accident while I'm driving and, have my cell phone. So I was listening to the live Tina. I had my cell phone on the passenger seat and I got to work and I didn't see Lantern end it because I had to turn off my phone. And usually the only time you can pull out your phone at work is if I'm in the employees lounge when you're on a break. Because if they see you take it out while you're on the line, you're going to get in trouble or fired. So 11 times out of 12, I just leave my phone either in my pocket, and then when it's my turn to go on break and eat my lunch, then I pull it out in the lounge. Or I'm just like, I don't even want to bring it in tonight, and so I'll leave it in my car. So I didn't see how it ended, but I was like, I wish I could go in there and tell Tina, hey, they're just joking around, Tina. Tina, I felt so bad. I hope you never cry again, Tina, because I felt horrible. I really do. And Tina, I even went out of my way. I guess you were at home, and I called Dave the next day, and Dave said that he was out with James, and they were at his school doing something, and Dave had to help him at his school. And then once they got done with the school stuff, Dave told me on the phone that he bought. I guess him and James are going to Halloween Horror Nights together, and I guess he bought the tickets. And he said, I haven't been at home. I haven't seen Tina. We've been out all day. I said, well, when you get home, I said, you may want to talk to your wife and make sure she's okay. I said, because Larry was all making her cry and all the drama. It was both. Larry being mean to me was making Tina cry, and then all the drama itself was making Tina cry. And I'm like, this is fucking terrible. I'm like, this is fucking horrible, man. And I was like, damn. I was like, damn. I'm like, this is nuts. So it's a shame, but I hope things will get back on track. If Larry would just leave me alone for a couple months, he would have already been unblocked. He's just so damn stubborn. He just won't admit that he made up rumors, made up lies. Like Visions, you said it right. Yes, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I can't remember. You said, hey, let's just move forward. I am so ready to move forward, you know? I've been ready to move forward, but all I would want from Larry is an apology because he's put me through hell the last couple of months and I didn't deserve any of it, you know? It's ridiculous. He is one of the most immature people I've ever met in my life. Oh my God. So, it is what it is. So, tomorrow, I'm going to try to go see Toxic Avenger tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to go to church. I'm going to hit up Barnes & Noble, see if I can find some more gems. You know, all those new ones, you know, that it's added to the list. I'm going to grab some lunch, and then I'm going to try and go see Toxic Avenger, and then I'm going to do a show after that. So, yeah. So, I'm going to try. So, yeah. Because I've been itching myself, Visions and Bukaki and everybody, because you guys have already seen Toxic Avenger, and you were like, oh, Fierce, you'll love it. Now, be honest. Bukaki, Visions, does it live up to the original? I know it's a remake. Because the remake is pretty bloody. I mean, that Mexican restaurant scene where the black guy's like, yeah, bring it on, motherfucker. And then the Toxic Avenger's like, really? You think you're going to beat me up? And he's like, get the fuck out of here. And he rips off the black guy's arm and shit and starts beating him to death with the fucking arm. I was like, I hope it lives up to the original, you know? Because I'm worried. Because remakes, like, I'll give you an example. Like the remake of Friday the 13th, it was actually not half bad. I was like, all right, Friday the 13th is perfect. The original one, 10 out of 10. The remake of Friday the 13th, I'm like, it's not the best movie in the world, but it was a solid watch. And I was like, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I'm like, I actually enjoyed it. The remake of A Nightmare on Elm Street was fucking terrible. It was shit garbage. I would use that as toilet paper. And I was like, oh man, the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street is fucking terrible, man. So I'm like, ugh. So that's my plans for tomorrow. I was going to go to it today, but it was pretty much raining all day. And I was like, I'll just stay in. I'm like, I'll watch a couple Bond films. I'll get some lunch. I'll have a little nap, and I'll do some editing. And then I said later on I'll do the unboxing. And I went and picked up Walter's package today. So, Walter, I'm sorry that stuff broke. That was out of my control. But I loved everything, buddy, and I appreciate the effort. And I hadn't had any fan mail in quite a while, so it made my day, Walter. I appreciate it. And I love the whole thing, but some of the highlights, I loved the Evil Ash. I love the booby wristband. And I love photography. So I thought the Book of Canada photos was pretty awesome, you know. I love, photography would be my second favorite art. Like, my favorite arts is, I like to write, whether it's in my journal or just write a script. I love to write, you know, typing on the computer. I love editing. Editing's my favorite type of artwork, making a film, a beginning, middle, and end. And I love photography. That's my second favorite art. If I had to pick a fourth one, whenever I do paint, I do love to paint. I haven't painted in a while, but whenever I do get a chance, I love to paint. So, yeah. Thank you for taking up on... Oh, yeah. Well, I wasn't about to let them make fun of you, Tina. I was like, come on, man. You were sobbing, Tina. You were... You know, whenever I get mad, Tina, and I turn, tomato red, you were even more red than me. I don't want to see a friend with tears gushing out of her eyes. I'm like, this is fucking terrible. This is horrible. You know? So, yeah. See what I mean, Liz? I'm telling the truth. I really don't want to be known as a liar anymore. You know, whenever I die, I said this to Pixel a few weeks ago. I said, I want people, whenever I'll use Josh as an example, Visions. I don't want to bring up bad memories, but people are going to remember Josh as caring about his fans, a goth bad boy, you know, him going nuts on the food hacks. Whenever I die, I want my fans to be like, Fears had a lot of spirit, a lot of spunk about him. He was really energetic, loved movies. I don't want to be known as, oh yeah, Fears, fuck him. he's an asshole. He was angry. He fucking lied about everything. I don't want people to say that when I die. So I really am trying to change myself and be the best version of Fears I possibly can be, you know? So Liz says that's pretty accurate. I'm glad we're starting fresh. So am I, Liz, you know? Like, I wish Larry would have went the route you did. You were like, oh, yeah, fuck this, Fears. I don't want this drama. Instantly blocked. You blocked me. I haven't heard from you in ages. Haven't said anything bad about me or to me in ages. And then you just waited for me to calm down. And then guys don't like apologize, or I don't. It's hard I don't mind apologizing. It's hard for me to apologize, you know, because I feel embarrassed. I feel ridiculous. I'm like, oh, shit. I acted like a fucking idiot. I do owe that person, whoever, an apology. And then I take my time. I calm down. I'm like, all right, I'm going to think about what I'm going to say. Because if you just say, oh, yeah, I apologize. Well, that's a half-ass apology. Whenever I apologize to someone, I really mean it. And I think about what I'm going to say and say, hey, you know what? It got a little crazy. Things went a little bit too far. I'm sorry. And I fully apologize to you, Liz, and I hope you believe me because it was an honest, sincere apology. And yeah, I'm glad that we're starting off fresh too because you never did anything ever, Liz, to hurt my feelings, you know? And you've been a fan for quite a long time, and I appreciate it. Anyway, we're blessed to have you in the community, Tina. You deserve to be defended. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Well, your first story was that you called to see... No, I did not. No. I did not, Visions. I did not call. I just showed up. Absolutely not. No. I know you're joking. I did not call them. I went to Goodwill and dropped off all those clothes. I thought, oh, you know what? I'm out and about. I might as well just see what's playing. So I cannot make up what that lady, you know, if the lady says, hey, they're sold out, you know? But no, I did not call them whatsoever. Absolutely not. No. No. I mean, and it's the truth. I went and saw Superman over that. So I wish I would have kept my ticket, but you guys will see it in the vlog. I went and saw Superman, and I filmed my reaction. I filmed a couple scenes, you know, of me in the theater watching Superman, so that'll be in the vlog, and then I come out and I do my little review as I'm walking out, like I always do, and said, hey, you know, this is what I thought of Superman. I said you can't do Superman without the Clark Kent transformation, but I was like, besides that, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. So you'll see. You'll see when you watch the vlog. Pardon me, I keep burping. Trying to get through all these. Anyway. Oh, God. I'm fucking tired. Anyway. I can't remember if I told you guys. So tonight's watches... Oh, yeah, I told you guys. Tonight's watches, The Living Daylights. That's the first Timothy Dalton. And that one's okay. My favorite Timothy Dalton, because he only did 2. License to Kill is way better than The Living Daylights. License to Kill is got, the guy from Goonies, he plays the main villain. One of the Fratelli brothers. Not the short guy with glasses. The guy that always sings French. And Chunk is like, excuse me, mister. And he's like, what seems to be the problem? And he's like, you know, we met up with these disgusting people called the Fratellis. I can identify all of them, and they turns on the light, you know, and then the short guy grabs Chunk and throws him in the car, and then he sees the dead body, and Chunk's like, that fucking guy, the guy in the front seat. He plays like the main villain in License to Kill. And he's like some drug lord or whatever. So, yeah. So, The Living Daylights tonight and Walter's Vampire Hunter. Hell yeah. So, there it is. I've heard of this. I've just, you know what? Let me watch the trailer, and then I'm going to end it, because I've heard of it, but I've never seen the trailer to Abe Lincoln Vampire Hunter. So, I'm going to watch this, and then I'm going to end the live, because I've been going for quite a while. 3 hours. 3 hours. That's probably Larry leaving a voice message, you know, bitching and complaining. And you guys heard my phone go off. Is he, hang on, is he bitching and moaning some more? Oh, wow. Yeah, he's bitching and moaning. He said, that message, it said, I haven't been home, but people are saying, leaving me 15 messages saying that you're talking shit. Not talking shit, talking real shit, Larry. Not talking shit. Saying true statements, Larry, about you bitching and moaning for 4.5 hours on a live. Oh, Lord. He'll never learn. Larry will never learn. I love it. I love it. All right, let's see here. Abe Lincoln. Let's do it. Abe Lincoln. I'm going to do this reaction, and I'm going to get a shower, get something to eat, and I'm going to watch some Abe Lincoln. Hell yeah. All right, so Abe Lincoln, Vampire Hunter trailer. Here we go. Oh, wow, they made this in 2012. Wow. Okay. So not too long ago, but a little, I mean, it's not super long ago, but, I mean, 2012 was, you know, that's a while back. All right, 1 minute and 17 seconds. All right, here we go.
And I heard, as it were, the noise of thunder. And I looked, and behold, was death.
Oh, so it's a young Abe Lincoln. It's not like an older one, you know, with the beard. Okay, that's cool.
Saying, come and see.
Wow.
And I saw. And hell followed me.
It's kind of cool to see a young Abe Lincoln, and it said that Tim in the trailer, Tim Burton produced this, not directed it, produced it. Wow, there's Larry bitching and moaning some more. Man, he's going off the rails. How many times is he called now? He's called a few times. Wow, this guy's nuts. He will never give up, this motherfucker. Wow. Nice. He has this long axe, and he's just slicing vampires up left and right. This looks cool. That's cool. Hacked off a vampire's head. Hell yeah. I'm excited about that. Wow. That looks cool. Well, thank you so much, Walter. That's awesome, man. Again, real quick, I just want to say, Walter, you're the man, dude. Thanks so much for all the loving and loyal support over the years, Walter. Thanks so much for watching, my friend. Thanks so much for not just Walter sending me, fan mail. Any loving and loyal fan out there, I love you guys. I really do. We'll get through these rough times, and I really am sorry about all the drama. Like, I know he'll never apologize, Larry. You know, he's just he's probably more fucking stubborn than me. But I'm willing to admit my faults, and I want to say it to my loving and loyal fans. I'm so sorry about all the drama over the last couple of months. It all started with him bitching and moaning and making bullshit. You don't like the zoo fears. You're a fucking idiot. Yes, I do. He's so immature. So, anyway, I will continue to keep bringing that content. I will continue to, entertaining my loving and loyal fans, because I got the best fans in the world, and if Larry keeps it up, I'll just keep him blocked for life, like he's not going to dictate who I block and how I run my show and how, when I upload the vlogs. There's the fucking idiot calling again. I'm turning off my phone because he'll leave like 15 messages. if he would just do a solid like Liz did, leave people alone, Larry, I'm going to throw out a challenge to you. He won't do it. Larry, if you don't mention my name for 2 months, I'll unblock you. You know? If you don't harass me for 2 months, I'll unblock you. He should have just did what Liz did. Liz said, hey, you know what? I don't want to be a part of this drama. I'll block Fears for a little while. And Liz, you were probably just waiting for me to apologize. I apologized. You're like, yeah, it's cool, Fears. Don't worry about it. I said some nice things, which I actually meant. And then I didn't even have to ask Liz to unblock me on Discord. I was going to ask you, Liz. I really was, but you had already done it on your behalf. So I was like, oh, wow, okay. Like my actual thumbs up on Liz's comment went through. Okay, cool. So, yeah. So, anyway, I'm going to take off, but I hope you guys enjoyed the live. I love hanging out with my fans. And, Walter, I agree. Boobies rule. They do. I'll be honest. I haven't seen a boobie in a while, except for whenever I took Sega to the strip club. They were nice, but I had to pay for those boobies. Lord knows when I'm going to find a girlfriend and get some actual boobies that I don't have to pay for. I hope it's soon. You know? I get really lonely sometimes. I don't want to die alone. I mean, nobody dies alone. Like, whenever I die, I'm sure I'll have good friends and family around me, but I would love to find Mrs. Fears. I really would. The perfect girl for Miss Fears, I think she's beautiful. She's already taken, but I would want some girl to be like her. I think she's a beautiful wife to this guy on TikTok. Not on TikTok, on YouTube, and she seems like she's a beautiful mother. Someone referred me. I don't remember. I think it was. I don't know if it was Sean at work that told me about this YouTube couple, but I started watching their vlogs, and they make very good vlogs. And I wouldn't mind marrying someone like this girl. Look up the Cordals. And Devin Cordal is her name. That's the wife. And then, what's her husband's name? Oh, God, I watch them all the time, and I forgot. Hunter. Hunter is her husband. But Devin, she's like perfect. She's a Christian. She's smart. She's funny. She's seems like she's a good wife because I watch their vlogs all the time, and they've got a little one. Or now they have 2 little ones that are in their vlogs. And it seems like she's a great mother. I would love to find a woman just like Devin. Like, she's got all the qualities. She's a Christian. She's smart. She's funny. She's sexy. She knows what she wants in life. I was like, oh, God, if I could find a carbon copy of Devin. And she's not a model. She's not a model. Like, she's cute and she's funny and she's pretty, but she also has a great personality, you know? And Devin likes movies because you always see them in the vlogs, her and Hunter, like, watching movies and stuff. So I would love to find a carbon copy of Devin. I want to find a girl. People, like, fans have said, hey, Fears, what's your type? Watch Devin in the Cordals. That's my type of woman. She's like the whole package deal. So, yeah. Anyway. Well, I love you guys. Keep sending that fan mail. Keep sending that fan mail. I want to hear from all you guys. So, Walter, thanks so much. I hadn't had fan mail in quite a while, and it was at the perfect time, Walter, because Fears was kind of bummed, you know, with all this drama bullshit going on. I kid you not, Walter. Every gray hair up here, you see them all? They're coming in, all in here. Every gray hair is either Quentin, Larry, or Yakov. Every single one. But I will give Yakov credit. I will give Yakov credit. He's been very nice. I just got to keep my guard up because I've gave him like 40 or 45 chances. Even though he's being nice, I'll probably never unblock him because he's done too much shit in the past. And again, I cannot stand that flip-flop shit. You're my friend. Oh, no, fuck you, Fears. All right, we're back to friends. Are we? No, fuck you, Fears. You know, and then it's just flip-flopping back and forth. So I'm just like, I'm not doing that shit anymore. But I do appreciate the nice things he said. And I do appreciate the prayers, so I cannot fault him for that, you know. I don't like his approach on, he's too aggressive, like, fuck all religions, mine's the best. How do you know yours is the best? So, I'm glad me and him did not get into that the other night, you know. which, by the way, Chicken Wizard asked what the best episode of Deep Space Nine is. I forgot to ask Yakov. So, Yakov, if you ever watch this, my favorite episode of Deep Space Nine, it's a two-parter. Past Tense Part 1 and Past Tense Part 2. So, Yakov, what is your favorite? I think Chicken Wizard said his was Way of the Warrior. I think that's what Chicken Wizard said. I could be wrong. If I mess that up, let me know. Because I remember Chicken Wizard wrote it in the chat the other night. So, Past Tense, the two-parter. Part 1 and Part 2. As a whole episode, Past Tense Part 1 and 2 is my all-time favorite Deep Space Nine episode. It's a good one. You guys should watch it. It's good. Good. All right, I'm taking off. But God bless all the fans. I love you guys. Keep watching. Keep supporting. And I'll do my very best to ignore all the hate, because it's a lot. But Fears will never stop making that content. The day I stop is the day I'm in my grave. You know? And then after I die, my nephew Shelton will be the new host. He'll take over and he'll make some content. So hell yeah. Which I cannot wait to meet the little guy in about 2.5 weeks. So hell yeah. Anyway, Lantern, you're the best dude. Walter, you're the best dude. Bukaki, you're the best. Visions, you're the man, dude. All my loving and loyal fans, you guys are awesome. I love you guys. All right, time to throw some plugs out, and I will see you guys tomorrow for another great show of the Fears Podcast. And remember, even ladies out there, remember this, because, you know, we've got some ladies in the communities that like both the boobies, you know, and the dick. Boobies rule. That's I can't deny it. They do. So, Walter, you hit it right on the hammer with the nail. They do rule. I do like me some good boobies. There it is. There it is. All right. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Mr. Lantern. He does a show every Thursday night and every Friday night. It's a pretty good show. I laugh my ass off. I think everybody does. Follow the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp on YouTube. Follow the Sega Camp Gamer 22 on Twitch. Follow my buddy Tina Phillips on YouTube. Follow Dave Phillips on YouTube and the Strong Bear 196. Follow Elizabeth Richard. Welcome back, you know, to the chat, Liz. Awesome. Good to have you back. Follow my friend Randall, Cameo Man 2021, and his second channel, The Mayor of Magic. Follow Fears, Lord Fears, Fears Man 26 is the main channel, and Fears Vlogs is channel number 2. Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. I always do. That is for a fact. I don't lie about that. I love you guys. I really do. You guys are awesome. All right, this is Fears signing off. Peace. Deuces. And I'll see you guys later. And I'll do a classic ending, because Lantern, you always do it. Lantern, audience. Audience, Lantern. Fears, audience. Audience, Fears. All right, we're going to sign off. I'll see you guys later. See you next Thursday night. And this is Fears signing off. Peace. Deuces. And I'll see you guys later. Lantern, that was for you, buddy. I hope my impression, I hope you loved it. All right, have a good weekend. Peace.